Thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers. But with that being said, in return, I'm giving you guys a 20-year rebuild. And if you guys do want to see more 20-year rebuilds, make sure you like and/or subscribe. If we get this video to 500 likes, I will do a 30-year rebuild. And for those of you guys saying, oh, well, Vic, most of your videos don't even get 100 likes. Why would we ever get 500? I know. I don't want to make a 30-year rebuild because this video is going to take me 6 hours. 6-hour video for me to record. So if you guys could like and or subscribe, I would really appreciate that. But I chose the Colts because number one, I haven't done them all year this year. I'm trying to get through all teams to rebuild all teams. And I think it's a really fun team to rebuild. You got young Jonathan Taylor, Josh Downs, who in my opinion, I thought was a first round prospect. The fact that he fell to, I think, late second round, early third round is crazy to me. I think he was a great prospect. He's actually doing pretty solid in real life. AR 15, what is he now? He is AR 5 now. So Anthony Richardson in the draft, going into the draft, I don't know how high I was on him until that combine. I think everyone was on the hype train with AR once they saw his combine, but still, he's going to be our future QB, of course. Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman Jr., Isaiah McKenzie, solid offensive line. Quentin Nelson is very good. Braden Smith is solid. Raymond. Raymond. I'm just stupid. Mo Alley Cox, Jelani Woods. How old is Jelani Woods? He's 24, so he's going to be the starter over Mo Alley Cox. Defensively, though, we got Julian Blackmon, Julius Brents, Kwity Paye, DeForest Buckner, Greg Stewart. I'm going to put DeForest Buckner over Stewart. Kenny Moore, of course. I need a whole new linebacking core because they just cut Darius Leonard recently. Shaq Leonard, my bad. But that's what we got for the team. 20-year rebuild inbound. Again, make sure you like and or subscribe. And apart from that, year number one, let's get started. Here we are at the midseason mark, 4-3, second in the division. Looks like our offensive rushing game is doing nicely. Our passing game is doing awful. You know, Anthony Richardson, he's only a 74 right now, so you never know what we're going to do with that. I need to do middle linebacker and DB is my main focuses. I know I have Kenny Moore and Julius Brent, so it's still like a number 3. Getting a free safety wouldn't be bad, but I desperately need a middle linebacker for this Colts team right now. $82 million to spend. Michael Pittman, I swear I thought he was like 27 or something. We'll do a 5-year offer. He re-signs on that. Kenny Moore, I'll do player friendly. I'll do 2 more years with you. You're a higher overall. Julian Blackmon, these contracts are going to heavily affect us in the future. Very player friendly. I want him around for the entirety of the rebuild. He doesn't like our scheme. I don't care. Grover Stewart, I'll do 2 years if he accepts this. He re-signs on that. Zach Moss, I don't need. Zach Moss would honestly be a starter on most other teams. He looks like a starter whenever he's playing, and Jonathan Taylor's hurt. Isaiah McKenzie, no. Gardner Minshew, is he a mentor? If he's a mentor, I might just tag him. Bridge QB, trade target. Well, he's a trade target. Hold up. He's a trade target. That can give me value. If he has a trade target for someone, nope, really? I guess he's not a trade target. Never mind. Anyways, this is what we got going on. Kwity Paye, I probably won't accept his option because I probably just want to re-sign him. But anyways, let's move into the playoffs. 9-8, missing the playoffs. Our passing game is really what's keeping us out. Our defensive rushing game with DeForest Buckner and Grover Stewart is seriously 20th. All right, then. I'm using currently the Raiders offense and then the Patriots defense because one of my commenters told me it was a good idea. We're 9-8, but still 83 overall isn't bad. I usually go with Kansas City offense, then Buffalo defense, or the Dallas offense. 21st best offense here and the 8th best defense. I will try this playbook one more time. Patriots defense seems to be good. I'll try the Raiders playbook for one more year. I mean, we got 20 years to test out playbooks, but I'm going to give this one more year, and if it doesn't work, I'll switch to the Dallas playbook, which seems to be unbeatable. 3,300 yards, 28 touchdowns, 14 receptions isn't necessarily amazing, but not even 100 pass rating for AR. Jonathan Taylor, 11 touchdowns, 4.4 per carry, 1,400 yards. We fed this man with 323 attempts. Michael Pittman, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Josh Downs with 10 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards. Great rookie season. Defensively, Julius Brents with 109 tackles for a loss, 14 for Kwity Paye, sacks, 7 for Samson Ebukam, and interceptions, 5 for Zaire Franklin. Anything else here for safeties? Nope. Defensive touchdowns? No. So, defense, Patriots defense, not bad. But anyways, let's move in to the offseason. For the offseason, the Eagles beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl MVP. Dak Prescott wins the league MVP and the Offensive Player of the Year. There are no awards here for the Indianapolis Colts. I was really hoping Josh Downs would get Rookie of the Year in the simulation. 2023 retirements. We got the AFC South. Pretty weak division overall. A bunch of Texans players retire. I mean, C.J. Stroud's going to be a baller. Trevor Lawrence probably will develop in simulation. Now that I think about it, it's really not that weak because in simulation, Trevor Lawrence is a total baller. Hopefully, C.J. Stroud doesn't develop as much as he is in real life in this simulation. Josh Downs is up to an 83. Anthony Richardson up to a 77 without the boost, but there's no overall development upgrades. Defensively, there's no development upgrades either. Julius Brents comes with star dev. Unfortunate. Really unfortunate, but this team has nowhere to go but up. Let's move into the re-signings. For the players ready to negotiate, Kwity Paye, he has high interest with the team. I kind of want to re-sign him depending on how many sacks he gets, but for right now, I don't know. Zach Moss, no. Isaiah McKenzie, no. So I'm not even gonna accept the 5th-year option because I'd like to pay Kwity Paye if he does perform well in the next season. But for now, let's move into free agency. After free agency, the only player I got was middle linebacker Devin White. Still need to fix our outside linebackers, maybe get another edge rusher, but let's move into the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up free safety Brian Brown out of Oklahoma State. 6'1", 223, hidden dev, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, B awareness, B play rec, B hit power. He looks solid. In the second round, I'm picking up a right outside linebacker, Gerald Samuel out of Oklahoma. He's a run stopper archetype. Still going to move him down to right end to pair with Kwity Paye. 6 foot, 250, hidden dev, 85 speed, 87 acceleration, A awareness, A tackle, A hit power, B man coverage, B zone coverage. Very balanced, but I'm definitely, do I put him at edge rusher? Since he has B man coverage and B zone coverage, I think I will keep him at right outside linebacker. And in the 6th round, I'm picking up kicker Manny Martinez out of Utah, wearing number 97 is weird. 6'2", 200 pounds, hidden dev, 97 kick power. The Mormons got the leg, huh? Now, this is the team moving into year number 2. Obviously, we didn't really change much about the offense, which is fine with me. Alec Pierce isn't a bad number 3. JT, need AR to develop, and my tight end to develop. Samuel's a 75 overall. Brian Brown is a 74 overall. Maybe more depth at DB is needed, but I should have already addressed that. Overall, I think it's an improvement here, getting Samuel. And apart from that, special teams, my kicker is a 69, my punter is a 72. They both have like 95 plus kick power. My kicker has like 97 kick power. My punter has like 95. Anyways, year number 2, midseason mark. And here we are at the midseason mark, 5-2, top of the division. We have a next man up thing. Don't really care about that. Scouting national focus. I want a DB3 on this team. Maybe some new defensive tackles would help because my defensive tackles and DeForest Buckner and Gerald and Stewart as well. Did I say Gerald Stewart? I don't care. Anyways, you know what I mean. Kwity Paye, it really just depends. He likes the scheme fit. He likes that we're playoff contenders. It just depends how he plays. It just depends how he plays. And then, because like really, is this even that expensive? $10 million isn't bad. Do I pay him 2 years? 2 more years to see what's up. I'll just do it. 2 more years to see what's up. If he's not it, then I'll move on. DeForest Buckner doesn't want to be here. His team doesn't have franchise QB. That could change by the end of the year. Zaire Franklin, no. Will Fries, what a last name. No, because I can just draft someone just as good as you and not have to pay them. Ryan Kelly's just going to be old and he's going to drop below an 80, so no. Don't need Mo Alley Cox either. DeForest Buckner is the only one I'm interested in, so let's move in to the playoffs. 13-4, top of the division. Okay, the passing game still sucks, but our rushing game is good. I would still like to get AR involved, but if we're winning, we're winning. I'm not going to change what I have. Thank you for the Las Vegas Raiders playbook. We beat the Texans in Week 18. If we lose to them in the wild card, I'll be upset, but I don't know. I kind of want AR involved a little bit more. I want his career to develop, but if it's working, it's working. He's not doing well because we're in a running scheme with the Raiders offense, but we're 11th best offense, 6th best defense. So I'll just keep it where it's at. So keep that in mind. We're in a running scheme. 101 pass rating is still good. Yeah, we are feeding Jonathan Taylor. Holy shit, dude. 332 attempts, 16 touchdowns, 5.2 per carry, 1,700 yards. Man is eating. Very balanced receptions here. Not everyone's getting a lot of time in because, of course, running scheme. Devin White, 136 tackles for a loss, 19 for Kwity Paye. Sacks, 8.5 for Samson Ebukam. Samson Ebukam is outperforming Kwity Paye, dude. Is Kwity Paye not in a rush right end scheme? He has to be. There's no way he's not. I mean, still, at the same time, though, 19 tackles for a loss for Kwity Paye is still nice. Interceptions, 2 for Kenny Moore. Safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns. 1 for Jalen Jones, I believe that is. I don't know who that is, I'm going to be honest. But let's see what we have here against the Houston Texans to move on to the divisional round. We're 13-4, top the division. No first-round bye. We lose 17-14. Great. Let's move into the offseason. And the Cowboys beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott wins the Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes wins the league MVP. And any other awards here? No, none for the Colts. I think I am going to switch the playbook, the offensive playbook, to the Cowboys because it's more balanced throwing and running. I want AR involved. Titans, Jaguars, retire. Yes, if it starts losing, I'll switch back to the Raiders playbook. I know we want what's winning, but I also want my long-term QB to be an X factor and develop. He's not going to do that if he's constantly not getting reps. So we're going to switch here just to the Dallas offense. It's a lot more balanced. There is a little bit more throwing, I think, in it, but there is still enough carries where JT will still eat, as he is an X factor now, which is awesome to see. Anything else? No other upgrades. Defensively, Kwity Paye is a superstar for getting the 19 tackles for a loss. I'm glad we put him on that 2-year contract when he did, or else it would be more expensive. Brian Brown and Samuel are both star devs. That's fine with me. Samson Ebukam gets upgraded to star dev. He is 30 years old now, so I will need to find a replacement soon. But for right now, he's not doing horrible. I would still like more of an elite edge rusher, though. Anyways, let's move into the re-signings. For the players ready to negotiate, DeForest Buckner still doesn't believe we have a franchise QB, so let's do 1 year and give him a lot of money if he doesn't like it. Oh, he resigns on that. I was just gonna say we're gonna tag him, but he resigns on that 1-year deal. Ryan Kelly, no. 76 million, losing a couple players. Let's move into free agency. After free agency, we got Chardavius Ward as a new #1 DB for now. He's 29 years old. And we got JOK as left outside linebacker. He had a high interest with us at right outside linebacker, and then I moved him to left outside linebacker. Apparently he doesn't like us anymore, but he's just going to have to deal with it. He's on a 5-year contract. In the first round, I'm picking up a right outside linebacker, Daniel Garrard out of UNLV. 6'4", 250 pounds. Normal dev sucks. But he is 6'4", he has F-man coverage because, of course, he's a speed rusher. Pursuit, awareness, and tackle are all Bs. He looks like a solid player. I want to play him over Samson Ebukam. In the second round, I'm picking up Ryan Kelly's replacement, Nate Horn out of Oregon State. 6'1", 301, 85 strength, hidden dev, 86 acceleration. A's and B's across the board. He looks like a nice replacement. Now, this is the team moving into year number 3. Is it number 3? Yes, it is number 3. Horn is a 72 overall. Got this guy Barber in the third round. He doesn't seem to be too good. I still need to replace new right guard. Alec Pierce is still going to be a number 3 for us. Is this guy's last name seriously Christmas? It is Christmas. Okay. Cam Christmas out of Oklahoma. He's a 72 overall wide receiver. You know what? It's Christmas in here. We're going to move him to 3. Specialist. Let's see if he's Christmas. Let's make Christmas the slot here instead of Josh Downs. Let's see how Christmas plays. Devin White, JOK, Samson Ebukam, Garland, Garrard. Okay, is how you say it. My bad. Garrard. Anyways, Garrard, I'm going to move to right end and see how he plays there. He's playing rush right end currently, obviously. And then we're going to go from there. So right end. Obviously, he's not a coverage guy, so I'm not going to leave him at linebacker in our 4-3 scheme. He's a 69 overall. Not the best pick, especially whenever they're at a UNLV. You should know this. But anyways, this is the team we got. Year number 3. Christmas is in the slot, baby. And anything else? I think this team looks really good. 85 overall team. Nice. Like, nothing really to dislike here, maybe other than my right guard. But apart from that, let's move into year number 3 in the midseason mark. 5-1, top of the division. Very nice start to the season at the midseason mark. And what do we have here? Left guard and center are not focuses of the class. I really need to update my scouts. Corner, wide receiver. I want to do defensive tackle to replace DeForest Buckner. He's like an 83 overall right now. So he's still a superstar dev. May want him back on the team for another year. So players ready to negotiate. Here to face the Titans, who are division rivals. Braden Smith doesn't want to be here. Doesn't like our scheme fit. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to do 5 years either. I'll do 3 years, see if he likes that. No, he doesn't like it. My left tackle is going to be expensive, but we'll do 4 years on this. He's 27. Offensive lineman regression doesn't start to like 31, I think. Kenny Moore is still like an 88 overall. He started as like an 87. We'll do another 2-year contract and increase his bonus a little bit. That will be enough time before we have to pay Anthony Richardson. Jelani Woods, he's already 26. He's about to be 27. Hasn't even made it to an 80. I'll do a 2-year contract with him. He resigns on that. I need a replacement for him. DeForest Buckner, I'll do another 1-year deal. Up the money. Do another 1-year deal like that. He's still not going to accept for right now. Samson Ebukam, I'd rather just trade him, honestly. I don't need him. I don't need him at all. Does anyone want Samson Ebukam? Will they actually take him for a second-round pick, a late second-rounder? Oh, W, man. Alec Pierce, I don't want. Grover Stewart, I probably won't want either. But that's a W in my book. I'll accept the 5th-year option for Anthony Richardson if he doesn't want to play here. And apart from that, let me make sure Garrard is starting at right end, so that way he doesn't screw me. He's a 70 overall. Hopefully he has a good year, because if he doesn't, then that would be a really big bust by me. Anyways, let's move into the playoffs. Here we are finishing 13-4 this year, getting a first-round bye with the Dallas playbook, still sticking with the Patriots playbook, and getting Chardavius Ward means we have the 30th best passing defense now. It's either your rushing defense is good or your passing defense is bad. It's one or the other. Anthony Richardson is a league MVP with the Dallas playbook. Dude, no. Best offense in the NFL. He is league MVP. Don't even give it to me, dude. 20th best defense doesn't make sense. You switch to the Dallas offense. If your offense is good, your defense is trash. That's just how Madden works. 43 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. And he also had, so he technically had 46 total touchdowns. What did Jalen Hurts do? He didn't have Jalen Hurts. Oh, damn. 11 rushing touchdowns. So he had 45 touchdowns, less interceptions. Yeah, okay. Never mind. He got it. he got it. He had significantly less interceptions, 1 more total touchdown. Rushing-wise, JT still eating, dude. 25 touchdowns, 5.0 per carry, 1,500 yards. I'm keeping these playbooks. Michael Pittman Jr., 101 receptions, 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns. Cam Christmas, 12 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Josh Downs still with a good season, 865 yards, 9 touchdowns. Jelani Woods with a good season for a tight end. Defensively, Devin White, 129 tackles. Tackles for a loss is 16 for DeForest Buckner. Sacks, 8.5 for DeForest Buckner. 7.5 for JOK. I guess he's rushing off the edge now. And Garrard, 6.5 sacks. Would like it to be more, obviously. Tre'Davious Ward with 7 interceptions. Safeties on team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. 7 interceptions, and we have the 30th ranked pass defense. Okay. Anyways, let's see what we have in the divisional round for the Indianapolis Colts. And hopefully it's something good. 10-7 Pittsburgh Steelers. They're an 87 overall. We better not lose to Kenny Pickett, dude. Kenny Pickett. We win 28-21 here to face the Cincinnati Bengals in the conference championship. Let's move into it. Here we are against the Bengals. They're going to start out with 7. We're going to respond with 3. They're going to put a 3 on the board. We're going to put another 3. Come on. Offense, you got to do better, and defense has to hold. Defense is allowing points on almost every drive. Finally taking the lead, then we immediately give it up. 27-24, 30-24, final drive. I got to make this happen. 2nd and 10. 3rd down and 10. I could just run with Anthony Richardson, but Jelani Woods is actually wide open up there. So truck forward to get that 1st down. Jelani Woods is going to get us in field goal range. Now I can just run out the clock and pin the field goal. Actually pressing on Michael Pittman. I know it's stupid just to get the touchdown here, but it's like, sure, why not? I mean, technically we have a lower chance of winning the game now because they have 19 seconds and 2 timeouts, but I'm going to go for 2 here and then see how that goes. They're immediately playing zone off the rip, so I know I can just roll out and get this with Anthony Richardson. If my left tackle actually blocks someone, what was that? 31-36. The AI better not choke this for me. If it does, I'm going to be so angry. There's no reason that it should choke it at all. 4th down, we're going to win 36-31, and we're going to be moving on to the Super Bowl. Year number 3, and we're already in the Super Bowl here to face the 86 overall Atlanta Falcons. Don't tell me they have Desmond Ridder and they're doing this, dude. Yeah, they are. 81 overall Desmond Ridder is in the Super Bowl. Atlanta's defensive playbooks, I heard, are actually really good. I've used them a couple times before. I think they're hit or miss. Obviously, they hit here. Anthony Richardson up to a 91 overall with the boost, so that would be an 85 overall. Has an extra XP point as well. Christmas goes from a normal dev to a superstar dev. Jelani Woods is a superstar dev. Now, defensively, what do we have? Anything else? Chardavius Ward goes up to an X factor. That's nice. Garrard, it doesn't go up, which is a bit unfortunate for a first-round pick, but it is what it is. Hopefully, you can develop. Anyways, year number 3. Let's see if we can already get a ring on our finger. And the Falcons get home field advantage here. Okay. As it's 7-3 here. What do we have? 7-10. Okay. 14-10. Anything else? 21-10. Our offense should, actually move the ball because, it's one of the highest rated offenses in the league. We're going to take the lead here. I can win this. I'm not going to choke in the Super Bowl. 3rd and 4, 1 minute left. I got this. They're pressing on Michael Pittman. That's a tutty. Get that there. Thank you, Michael Pittman. Let's just take it in the end zone. I was like, maybe we can run it out. Hopefully they don't tie it up. That will actually make it a 4-point difference. So let's just pin this field goal. Well, pin this PAT, and then this will make this a 4-point difference. Our kicker is wearing 97. I hate that. It's so ugly. Anyways, we're going to win the Super Bowl here against what? Okay, I thought they were driving down the field and they were about to score on us, but we're going to win year number 3, 28-24 against the Atlanta Falcons. Don't you worry, guys. We have 17 more years to go. Please like and subscribe. Let's see who your Super Bowl MVP is. Your Super Bowl MVP is Anthony Richardson. Jalen Hurts wins the league MVP. Jonathan Taylor wins Offensive Player of the Year. Dang it, Christmas did not get Rookie of the Year. I was really hoping he would. Cam Christmas. But retirements, DeForest Buckner I'm expecting to retire, and he doesn't, really. Dude, if I'm 32 years old and I'm a defensive tackle that's regressing, and as soon as I get a ring, I am gone. Anyways, we've already seen the team upgrades. Let's see the re-signings. For the player, re-signing is going to accept the option on Anthony Richardson. Braden Smith doesn't like the scheme fit again, so player friendly. I'm going to do 2 years. Like, we just won the Super Bowl, dude. What more do you want? I'm going to tag him. DeForest Buckner. We finally have a franchise QB here, so we're going to do neutral here. 1 year, work his contract down as we go. He likes that we have a franchise QB. Going to tag Braden Smith. Don't want Alec Pierce. Already have Christmas, baby. Grover Stewart. I wouldn't mind him for another year, actually, so we're going to do that. 1 more year. And anything else? No. I'm going to have to save this $39 million for Anthony Richardson's contract, so I know it seems crazy, but I am going to skip out on free agency here. In the first round, I'm picking up defensive back LeAngelo Hammond out of Texas, 5'11", 200 pounds, hidden dev, 95 speed, 95 acceleration, elite speed, elite acceleration, A man coverage, A press, B injury, B kick return. He looks great. In the third round, actually the late second round, Kyle Fowler out of Florida, 6'3", 300 pounds, hidden dev, 90 strength, 86 acceleration for rookies. Great. Amazing skills across the board. He looks amazing. And with my third round pick, picking up defensive tackle Brian Pettis out of Colorado, 59 speed, but he's 353 pounds with 93 strength as a rookie. Hidden dev, A play rec, B tackle, B awareness. He looks very large. Now, this is the team moving into year number 4. I got this guy with my second round pick that I traded for Samson Ebukam. No dev, but 75 isn't bad. Looks like the AI picked up this guy named Claxton. Jelani Woods says superstar dev. Amari Claxton? That will definitely be the replacement for Jelani Woods. I like that already. He's a 73 overall fullback. Christmas is a superstar dev. We already knew that. Defensively, Fowler is a 73. Pettis is a 69. Nice. But hopefully JOK is not rushing off the edge because he had a lot of sacks in the previous season. But anyways, this is what we got going on. Christmas, I wanted the slot after that amazing season he had. Defensively, what was my DB ranked at? 80 overall, but he's still a 4th string just because of the amount of depth that we have at the DB position. But very, very good team. Year number 4. Let's move into the midseason. Mid-season mark, 4-2, top the division, but we could lose that today to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are second in the division, and we are playing them this week. But let's see what we have for the Scouting National Focus. I feel like I already got my defensive tackle placement. Maybe I do. Strength of the class is wide receiver, left and right tackle. I'm going to do outside linebacker just in case Garrard doesn't do what I want him to do. I already don't like his last name because I'm an idiot and I can't pronounce it. But what do we have for the players ready to negotiate here? $108 million, Jonathan Taylor. I'll do a 5-year contract with that for sure. He's going to be a beast. Well, he already is a beast. And X Factor Chardavius Ward, I'll do 3 years. He won't regress below an 85 for a long time. Josh Downs, I'll do a 5-year contract with as well. This is whenever the money starts going down the hole. Quiddy Pay's 2 years contract is already up. He's a great run stopper for us. I'll do another 2 years with him. A little more expensive contract, but that's fine. Quentin Nelson, I'll do like 4 years with you, dude. $20 million a year is kind of outrageous for an offensive lineman still. Julius Brents, I'll do 3 years with. See how that goes. I don't want to extend someone for too long because if I want to trade them, I don't want to take on too much dead cap. Braden, man, he's going to want a shit ton of money. How much is that? It's 21 million. I don't want to do that because I know I'm gonna have to pay him even more than that. I have to pay him upwards of 25 to 28. No, I'd rather just tag him for another year and then trade him later. DeForest Buckner, if he's staying at an 85, there's no reason not to re-sign him. I'll keep him at that. Jalen Jones can walk. Right tackle can walk. Grover Store, I wouldn't mind, but I'd rather tag Braden Smith because I already have other guys. KYU Blue Kelly was a Ravens 5th round pick. I remember we cut him even before the season started. Brian Brown doesn't want to be here. This is whenever it starts to get hard because then you have to manage all these contracts, especially whenever I have to pay Anthony Richardson, which is the next season. So that's why I didn't sign anyone in free agency. But let's see if we can hold the division against the Jaguars, move into week 9 with the division instead of the Jaguars, and we do not. 4-3, second in the division. Let's move into the playoffs. Finishing 9-8. My 89 overall team finishes 9-8 because my defense sucks. Looks like I'm going back to the Las Vegas playbook because it doesn't matter. If your offense is good, your defense is trash. That's how Madden works. It's the dumbest thing ever. You're not allowed to have a good offense and a good defense. It's just not allowed. So I have to sacrifice some of my offensive play so that way my defense can get better play, and that way we can make the playoffs. It's just EA is the dumbest creators of all time. Anthony Richardson balled out, though. 7th best offense in the NFL. Defensively, 30th. 4,300 yards, 31 touchdowns, 7 receptions, 109 pass rating is amazing. Jonathan Taylor, 14 touchdowns, 4.6 per carry, 1,200 yards, 269 attempts, much less than previous years. Michael Pittman, only 3 touchdowns, but 1,100 yards. Cam Christmas, 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns. Josh Downs, 5 touchdowns, 960 yards. This is still good. Defensively, Devin White, 118 tackles for a loss, 18 for Kwity Paye is great. Sacks, 9.5 for DeForest Buckner, 8.5 for Kwity Paye. Kyle Fowler, the second-string defensive tackle, got more sacks than Daniel Garrard. I'm going to replace him. Kenny Moore, 3 interceptions. Safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 1 for Devin White. Need to replace Garrard. He's done nothing for us. So apart from that, let's move into the offseason. And the Jaguars beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl 10-7. Foyesade Oluokun wins the Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson wins the league MVP and the Offensive Player of the Year. No awards here for the Indianapolis Colts, which is unfortunate. We're going to see the player retirements. I'm assuming DeForest Buckner. I don't know why he hasn't retired. Derrick Henry retires on the Titans, which is very useful for us. Pretty sure the Titans are trash in simulation. Yeah, they're 5-12. So it doesn't really matter regardless. But let's see the team upgrades. Hopefully AR gets X Factor. That would be awesome to see if he does. He does not. Christmas does not get an upgrade either. No upgrades on the offense at all, matter of fact. 89 overall team. JOK gets Superstar Dev. And then that's the only upgrades. Fowler and Pettis have Star Dev. Garrard actually has Star Dev now. That changes things. That actually changes things. What do I do? What do I do? He's not putting up crazy numbers, but if he can develop, how old is he? If he's already 25, 26, no, 24. That's not bad. We might be able to work with something there. Maybe fill in a right guard that actually has a dev would be nice. And then apart from that, really don't need much of anything else. Maybe Braden Smith's replacement since he's being picky with his contract. Let's move into the re-signings. For the re-signings, Brian Brown doesn't want to be here, so I'll accept his 5th-year option. Braden Smith, 1 year, dude. I'll give you a fat bonus, dude. How about that? He wants to play for a new team? No. You're getting tagged. $5.7 million. Grover Store, I probably should have signed him first. He's actually 76, so no. I would rather have my other guys develop. Everyone else here can walk. I have to pay Anthony Richardson anyways. I'm going to need to find Braden Smith's replacement because I'm not going to pay him upwards of $25 million a year and then I have to pay Anthony Richardson. So let's just skip into the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up the Utah 6'6", 335-pound, 91 strength hidden dev right tackle Shane Barr out of Utah, I think is how you pronounce that. But A, impact blocking, lead block, B, run block power, and pass block. He is a power archetype. I'm going to trade Braden Smith. In the second round, picking up even more defensive tackles, Dom Sanders out of Penn State, 6'1", 306, very athletic, 86 strengths, 79 jumping, 81 speed, 86 acceleration, hidden dev, A finesse moves. He's going to replace DeForest Buckner along with the rest of the rotational defensive tackles that I have. In the third round, I'm picking up left guard, who I'm going to move to right guard. Junior Brock out of Alabama, 6'2", 300 pounds, 86 strength, 81 acceleration, hidden dev, A's across the board, and a couple F's too, but it is what it is. This is the team moving into year number 5, I think. I think last year was number 4. So this is going to be year number 5. Quick maths. 15 more years to go. I'm already over an hour into this recording, well over an hour. But let's see what we got here. I'm going to move Bahr to the official right guard. Maybe trade the other guy away. But this is what we have, of course, looking real nice. So I move Christmas back to the slot. I guess I'll just keep Josh Downs in there for now. So we have looking pretty good defensively. Who did I pick? Saunders in the second round. He's already over Pettis. And anything else? Hammond's a star dev. Should have figured that out. Who was my first round pick? It was not Saunders. It was my right tackle. It was the right tackle. Bahr, or was it Brock? Did I move Bahr? No, Bahr. Why is he there? I need my right guards to play right guard, please. I don't want my right tackle playing right guard. Release you. I hate having to adjust the lineup whenever the AI is so moronically stupid. Brock, move up. Braden Smith, we're trading you because you're being so damn picky for no reason. Can I just get hella picks? Ooh, wide receiver, 23 years old, superstar dev. It's not bad. We're going to move him there. Can I get a second and a third for him? That'd be nuts if I could. Yes, I probably could have gotten a first for him. Not going to do that, though. This is the offensive line we have. Pretty young on the right side here, but it is what it is. Claxton is only a star dev, but he's going to replace Jelani Woods whenever his contract is up because I'm not going to re-sign him. And looks pretty good. 87 overall team back in the Raiders playbook just because our defense suddenly sucks without it. So let's move in to, honestly, do I need to go to the midseason anymore? Probably not. Let's move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs here to face the 12-5 Pittsburgh Steelers. We're an 89 overall team coming off a loss to the Dolphins, the Jaguars, and the Titans. The Titans were literally 5-12 last season. Now they're 12-5. What a turnaround. Anyways, Anthony Richardson not doing as well because we're in the running scheme, 11th best offense, and my defense, 7th. Okay, so it's fully proven that if your offense is too good, Madden makes your defense suck. It's a proven fact now. Anthony Richardson, 3,700 yards, 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 109 passer rating. Jonathan Taylor, 10 touchdowns, 5.0 per carry, 1,500 yards, 307 attempts. Thomas Reynolds getting a lot of these reps as well. Receiving wise, Michael Pittman, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns, Josh Downs, 6 touchdowns. I'd rather have Cam Christmas in the slot. Bro's balling more than you, Josh Downs. Anyways, defensively, Devin White, 111 tackles for a loss, 14 for Daniel Garrard. Okay, first time he's been at the top of something. Still only 4 sacks. Kwity Paye, 7.5 sacks. I need an edge rusher, not a run stopper. I drafted you because you're a speed rusher. You're doing, I don't know. He's so weird. Interceptions, just really 4 in total throughout the entire year. Bit disappointing. Safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns, 0. Garrard, I'm not really a huge fan of, even though I picked him in the first round. Probably going to pick someone new than trade him away for something. He's young. Yes, star dev. He can go for something. And he just got 14 tackles for a loss. Losing to the Steelers round 1. Let's move into the offseason. The Eagles beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl 35-17. Zaire Franklin with the Eagles, who was our previous middle linebacker, wins the Super Bowl MVP. Okay, Josh Allen wins the league MVP. And anything else here? Dwight Allen is the new Browns rookie quarterback. Wow. Okay, I guess they finally did move on from Deshaun. His contract, I think this would have ended by now, 2027, or maybe it's coming close to ending. But wow, they have officially moved on from him. Retirements, did I even look into that? AFC South, nobody retires in the AFC South. Maybe I did and I already forgot. Wow, I'm that ADHD brain. I'm cooked. I'm cooked, my boy. Let's see what we have for the adjusted lineup, and offensively for the upgrades, we look the exact same, but our right guard and our right tackle both have star dev. Defensively, what do we have? We have no upgrades. Yay! I'm going to need to pay my free safety that doesn't want to be here, but anyways, let's move into the re-signings. For the re-signings, Anthony Richardson doesn't want to be here. He wants to be in a warm weather state. I cannot impact that, Anthony Richardson. I'm going to give him an offer, Dude, 40. I'm gonna be paying him 58 million. That's so much. I can't change the state. It's not like I can do anything to affect. Ugh, this is so bad. I have to do it. I have to do it. He resigns on a 7-year contract. Gerald Samuel. He's a good outside linebacker. He's not being paid as an edge rusher. 5 years, 25 years old. I'll accept that. 38 million left. Jelani Woods. Already have your replacement. Daniel Gerard. It's his final year next season. I'm going to accept the option just in case, because let's say I don't find an edge rusher in the draft that I like. We'll rock out with Gerard for a final season and then trade him on his 5th-year option. But for right now, he doesn't want to be with us. I don't really want him here either. Von Hazelwood, I didn't know I drafted him at like 23, 24. That was like one of my first picks. DeForest Buckner is 80 years old. Not 80 years old. 34, 80 overall. God. Kenny Moore is an 80 now. I'm going to move on. Yeah. 38 million. Oh, my punter, I want back for sure. Let's do 7 years. So that way I don't have to deal with this contract over and over. And my kicker, who's also 27 here. I'll just do that. 34 all the way until he's 34. That's fine. 33 million, more than I thought I would have. I would like to have a more elite defensive tackle. I know we have a great rotation of them, and I would like to have another DB. So let's move into it. Jalen Carter was in free agency. 96 overall, 27-year-old superstar X Factor Jalen Carter. Put him on 6 years for $60 million on a salary. Paid him big time. He's going to be our long-term defensive tackle. Let's move into the draft. Okay. Jesus Santiago is 6'3", 240 pounds out of Stanford, run stopper. I want an edge rusher, but still. B, block shedding, A, pursuit, A, tackle, B, zone coverage, great speed, skills. I'm still going to move him down to right end regardless of his zone coverage. Hidden dev, 6'3", 240, 84 speed, 87 acceleration, 78 strength, 80 jumping, A, play rec, A, tackle, B, block shedding. He's definitely more of an outside linebacker, but I'm still going to put him at rush defensive end. In the second round, I'm picking up a defensive back, Trayman Hopkins out of Clemson. 5'9", very short, but 91 speed, 90 acceleration, hidden dev. A, block shedding for being 5'9". B, play rack, B, man coverage. He looks short. With my other second round pick at middle linebacker, Alan Gilbert out of Michigan. 6'2", 228, hidden dev, 88 speed, 89 acceleration, A's and B's across the board. In the third round, picking up tight end Kevin Burgess out of Miami, 6'5", 250, hidden dev, 82 speed, 86 acceleration, A, pass blocking, and A, catch in traffic. He looks great. Here we are after the draft. What do we got for the team? Burgess is a 73 overall. Okay, so how old is there a difference here in age? He's only 23. Okay, and how old is Burgess? Is he also 23? He is 23 as well. Okay, so I'll just keep Claxton in just for that sake. And just for the sake that he's been here, Burgess is going to be a 77 overall fullback. We have Malik Willis as a second string. Didn't even know that. Specialist, Cam Christmas is a baller in the slot. We're going to keep him there. Gerard, I think I have his replacement in Santiago. Jesus Santiago. He's a run stopper, power rusher, a little bit pass coverage, not much of a speed rusher. But Santiago, I think he's going to be playing right end. And then we're going to move on from, of course, Gerard, who is a bust. Not really, he wasn't horrible, but he wasn't a first-round pick worth of a player. So Daniel Gerard, we're going to trade him away. See if there's any teams with like super high interest in him. No teams with super high interest. That's to be expected. Keith Greer, I don't need another defensive tackle. That would be sick for Gerard, even though he was like a late first-round pick. I'm going to get him for next year's too. Good stuff for me. Like that. Santiago. Hopefully he's going to play rush right end. Of course, I have to adjust the lineup, and he's not even playing there. Great. I have to adjust everything my own, and I hate doing this on camera because I know people get super bored watching me adjust the lineup over and over and over. If the AI could just be smart and just realize that my starting right end should be playing rush right end, then things would be a lot easier. But it's like, no, let's not do that because we're EA and we're a multi-billion-dollar organization. Is it a billion? I would say at least million for sure million, but billion, I don't know. Definitely shouldn't be. Shouldn't even be a million-dollar organization. Anyways, not Gerald. Santiago's a 65, but this guy's a 64. Come on. Like, start him. Santiago is going to be the starting rush end for right now. So anyways, guys, apart from that, year number 6, I believe. Let's move in to the playoffs. Coming off a win at the Chargers, 31-21 in Week 18, 12-5, top of the division here to face the 11-6 Jaguars. Can't wait to lose to them. Stats and awards, Anthony Richardson, again, running offense, but it's still the 5th best offense, which is what I want to see. 10th defense, so it's a winning scheme, even though Richardson's not getting the production I want him to get. A win's a win. It sucks that it has to be this way. I would love... Like, I don't change my defense, but if I make my offense good, my defense suddenly sucks. That's just how it works. 3,500 yards, 23 TDs, 7 interceptions. God, my language is bad, but still, 105 pass rating is a good year. Jonathan Taylor, 2,000-yard club, 6.0 per carry, 29 touchdowns. That has to be league MVP. 333 yards. Amazing. Anton Blackman with 10 TDs as well. Michael Pittman Jr., 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Josh Downs, only 1 touchdown. Maury Claxton, not doing much. Cam Christmas, not doing much anymore. Defensively, JOK, 116 tackles for a loss, 21 for Jalen Carter, sacks, 7.5 for Jalen Carter, 7.5 for JOK. He's not even rushing off the edge, and he's getting this, dude. Santiago, 6.5 sacks and 15 tackles for a loss. He's a rookie, and he's already outperformed Garrard in all 3 of his years that he's been here. Fowler and Kwity Paye. Kwity Paye is not really doing much other than his tackles for a loss. Total of 4 interceptions, again. Safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. Has to be league MVP. Bryce Young, dude, how are you number 8 for league MVP? 2,000 yards, 6.8 per carry, and 29 touchdowns. That's 8th for MVP, guys. Impossible for any other position other than QB to win it. Let's lose to the Jaguars here. We actually win. Here face the 11-6 New York Jets. We're 8-9. We're 8-9. We're 8-9 overall team. They're in 87. We whooped them. Damn, we beat their ass. 35-3. Sorry for cussing if you don't like it. Parents, if you're watching, trust me, don't turn off your child's TV. I won't do it again for the rest of the video. Now that your mom's out of the room, I won't. I will keep doing it. Anyways, here to face the 14-3 Kansas City Chiefs in the conference championship. Probably going to lose. Let's move into it. Here we are against the Chiefs. Had a voice crack there, but we're going to start out with the first point, 7-0. Defense holding strong here, 14-0, 14-7, 21-7. And it's going to end out the half 24-7. Come on, just hold. 24-14. Defense playing very well. Don't choke. 31-14, 31-21. And that will be it. Indianapolis Colts going back for their 2nd Super Bowl. Let's move into it. Here to face the Falcons again in the Super Bowl. We played in the Super Bowl in year number 3. Now we're in year number 6 playing the Super Bowl, so it seems like we make it to the Super Bowl in increments of 6. But let's see what we have for the team upgrades. Anthony Richardson's always just going to be a superstar because of our schemes. But Burgess has star dev. That's fine. Defensively, what do we have? Anything else? Brent and Hopkins. Hopkins was the rookie that I drafted, correct? Yeah. Trayman Hopkins has superstar dev. Julius Brents gets superstar dev as well. So I might want to put Hopkins over Hammond. Or is he a specialist? No, he's not. Hammond's also above him in the specialist. But JOK gets superstar X Factor. Gilbert has star dev. I'm pretty sure that was from last year, and I just didn't even bother to mention it. 99 overall, Jalen Carter. He's about to be in a Super Bowl here after winning one with the Falcons in the previous season, I believe. But let's see what we have to see if we can get our 2nd Super Bowl win of the rebuild and against the Falcons. Here we are against the Falcons. They're going to start out with 7. We're going to respond with 3. Okay, they're going to punt immediately, and then we're going to punt in our opponent's territory. Hate it when it does that. And we're going to get nothing before half, but open up the half with 7. They're going to tie it 10-10, 17-10. Low-scoring game here, 24-13, 24-21. Oh, the game is on the line here. Don't choke this. Don't choke this like the Falcons. Okay, 25 seconds to get in field goal range. I can do this. 1st and 10. Let's see what we have here. Oh, let's just run up the field with Anthony Richardson. Push me out of bounds. That's fine. 1st and 10. 2nd down and 10. Let's roll out here again because they're not doing anything to stop me. So field goal range for Anthony Richardson. 10 seconds left. It is up, on the way, no ice from the Falcons, and we are going to win the game 27-24 against the Atlanta Falcons once again. 2 Super Bowl rings in 6 years. Very good job by me, if I do say so myself. Anthony Richardson, can't believe it. Let's move in. And they have Dak Prescott? That's crazy. Let's move in to the Super Bowl MVP. Your Super Bowl MVP once again is Anthony Richardson. Surprise is not JT considering he's getting all the carries. Bryce Young wins the league MVP. JT wins Offensive Player of the Year. It should have been league MVP that one year. Or is it this year? I'm just stupid. Anyways, apart from that, 2 Super Bowl rings, 2 Super Bowl appearances in 6 years, and not even scratching the surface of this rebuild. AFC South, no Colts players. Surprising. Honestly, really surprising. Quentin Nelson's not even retiring yet. But let's see what we have. We already seen the team upgrades. Let's get to the re-signings. For the players ready to negotiate, Cam Christmas. Here's the thing. I'm in a running scheme. I don't need him. I don't need him. As much as I like him, I don't need him. Hammond is more useful. Kwity Paye. I don't have the money. Brian Brown was my first pick of this rebuild. A center that I actually need. Michael Pittman, he's regressing. I'm going to have to pass on Devin White too. I'm going to have to finesse one of these guys. I think I'm going to tag Kwity Paye here. Going to dump his contract, and I'm going to tag him for a year. And then finesse someone else's contract. So wait on that. I'm going to want... I think I'm going to value the DB. Oh, he has a 5th-year option. Okay, we're going to do that. Cam Christmas, Brian Brown. I think I'm going to choose Brian Brown. 4-year deal, player friendly. He's going to resign. Cam Christmas is going to hit free agency as much as I would have liked to trade him. But we won a Super Bowl, so it's not bad. I'd like to have the best team possible. Kwity Paye, I'm going to tag. We're losing Cam Christmas. We're going to lose my center. We're going to lose Michael Pittman and Devin White. I'm losing 2 of my receivers. I need to draft a receiver. I need to draft the center. Unfortunate. Negative $20 million, and I need to draft a new edge rusher to replace Kwity Paye. Anyways, let's move into the draft. In the first round, picking up a wide receiver, Marcus Kitchens. He has normal dev. It wasn't really a stacked wide receiver class, but he is 6'4", 222 pounds, 89 speed, 88 acceleration. Kind of slow, but he is 6'4". A catch in traffic, a short route. He looks good for his size. In the second round, I'm picking up center George McMillan out of Clemson, 6'3", 300 pounds, hidden dev, 89 strength, 82 acceleration, A's and B's across the board. In the third round, picking up middle linebacker Grant Phillips out of USC, 5'11", 231, hidden dev, 87 speed, 88 acceleration, A man coverage, A B hit power, B tackle, B zone coverage. For a third round pick, this is really good value. Now, this is the team moving into year number 7. Yeah, year number 7. Kitchens is a 74 overall with the boost. McMillan is a 74 overall. Going to trade this guy, Jamie Heenan, because he is on the final year of his contract. He's not a bad guard. Definitely can get some value out of him. Apparently the Buccaneers want him, so let's ship him off to the Buccaneers. Buccaneers have medium value in him. Can I get him for a... Ooh, not just a third. Can I get him for a next year's second? Because I already took your next year's second. I forgot about that. Anyways, oh, they don't have the money. Never mind. Cardinals want him. Let's see if I can get your this year's second for him. That'd be sick. Almost there. Let's give up a 5th as well. I feel like that's nice. Not really fair. I was about to say fair. Not fair, but still. We got a second round pick, gave up a 5th, and our right guard that we weren't even using. I now have Josh Downs. How much? I know I extended him until he was 30. He has 2 more years left on his contract. Yeah, we're a running team for a reason. Jonathan Taylor, how old are you? You are 30 years old. I'm going to use him till the wheels fall off. Defensively, Phillips is a 70 overall. And apart from that, we get Kwity Paye 1 more year. Santiago is not bad. Aiken is a depth player. Hopkins is a superstar. Do I move Hopkins to a 2? I'm going to move Hopkins to a 2 just because he's young and he has the superstar. That's a big thing. Brents is going to play in the slot. That's fine. And I got to move Santiago into the rush right end, and then we should be good to go. I know I said I should adjust these lineups before I even record, but I was trying to, but obviously it's not working out the way I wanted it to. Santiago's 68 overall, and you're starting the 67. Thank you, EA, for your great intellect. Anyways, apart from that, year number 7 for the Indianapolis Colts. I have a long ways to go, and I'm already tired of rebuilds. Let's move into the playoffs. In the playoffs, 12-5 top the division, coming off a loss to the Cardinals that could have given us a first-round bye, but we're here to face the Ravens, which is going to be a tough round 1 matchup. Anthony Richardson, 109 pass ratings, nice. Don't look at the other stats because we're in a running scheme. 7th best offense, 2nd best defense. We win games like this, but man, my quarterback gets like no play. 109 pass rating, 5 interceptions, 23 touchdowns, 3,400 yards. God. JT, fed, dude. 8. Get this Anthony Blackman off the rotation, bro. But Jonathan Taylor, 328 attempts, 1,900 yards, 5.8 per carry, 22 touchdowns is amazing. Kitchens, obviously not going to do good because, you know, in a running scheme. Allen Gilbert, 115 tackles, tackles for a loss, 19 for Jalen Carter, sacks, 5.5 for Gerald Samuel. He's doing better than... I know Santiago's a run, so I can't find this elite edge rusher. It's going to piss me off. Kwity Paye, I'm going to tag him again, then I'm actually going to trade him. 4 sacks to 50. Like, you're being outperformed by a dude that's not being paid. Interceptions, 2 interceptions for JOK. Another season with just 4 total interceptions. I mean, somehow it's ranked the second best defense. 0 safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns. If we win, we win. So that's all I got to say about it. I can't really do anything about the defense. Maybe it's if the offense is too good, the defense has to get on the field too much, so then it makes it look bad when it's actually good. But it'll face the 11-6 Jacksonville Jaguars as we actually beat the Ravens. Probably going to lose to our division rivals. It happens a lot in simulation in the divisional round, and we do. 26-21, predicted it. Offensive. Look at our team ranks. We look like such big ballers other than our passing game. Let's move into the offseason. And the Panthers beat the Raiders in the Super Bowl. Bryce Young wins the Super Bowl MVP. Brock Purdy wins the league MVP. Deebo Samuel wins Offensive Player of the Year. Greg Michaels had the new quarterback for the Cowboys. Greg Michaels. Interesting name. Let's see what we have for the 2029 retirement squad. AFC South, no one here for the Colts. And then apart from that, let's surprised that Quentin Nelson isn't retiring, which would honestly kind of help if he did. But he's a 92 overall. Brock is a 81 overall superstar dev. I guess he got that for being an offensive lineman of the year candidate. Guess we have our new replacement for that. If Quentin Nelson's still here, I'm going to make sure that he has the threat detector. Sure, let's do tough nut, and let's do fool me once. Sure. Let's do that. And anyways, apart from that, Kitchens doesn't get an upgrade. Probably not going to see one. Defensively, Phillips has star dev, and anything else? No, nothing else that I see here. I mean, Chardavius Ward is regressing pretty hard overall. Julian Blackman's only at an 80. He's 32. I need a strong safety. My DBs are fine. I need an actual edge rusher. Let's move into the re-signings. For the re-signings, JOK, Julius Brents, Kyle Fowler, Kwity Paye, Baher wants to be here. Fowler's a little bit older, a little bit better. Kwity Paye, gonna do the same thing, gonna undercut his contract. I'm gonna do the tag and trade. He wants to be here. And he resigns on that? I completely undercut him and he resigns. Whatever, I'll trade him regardless. Shane Baher, I'll do the 5th year. This is the last chance to negotiate. I'll do that on Shane Baher. I'll accept his contract. Julius Brents, not really. Claxton, I already have one behind you. Pettis, don't need. I'd like one of these defensive tackles to at least be interested. I'm not going to overpay for them, though. Atkinson, don't need. Chardavius Ward, I don't need. My left tackle is an 85. I won't really have much money after this. I would rather have JOK than the left tackle, which seems crazy to say. But JOK is a 90 overall superstar X Factor that I don't want to lose. And I'm going to have to tag him probably. So if I'm going to have to tag him, I might as well undercut the contract completely. He already doesn't want to be here. He's going to ask to leave. I'm going to say no because I'm going to take this guy. He wants to be here, 1-year contract. He doesn't want to be here either, dude. Really? You had to put me in this situation. Put Chardavius Ward on another 1-year contract then, since we're going to have to do something like this. And then I'm going to tag JOK. We're going to be negative $7 million. Yikes. Okay. A lot of you guys may be saying, oh, Vic, you're so stupid with dealing with cap. I'm not trying to deal with the cap. I'm trying to maintain my Super Bowl winning team. There's a huge difference. Anyways, let's move into the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up Nathan Rodriguez out of Texas Tech. 5'10", 204, normal dev, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, A catching, A man coverage, B zone coverage. He looks great. Only normal dev, though. I wanted to replace him with Julius Brents because there wasn't any good edge rushers on the board. In the second round, I'm picking up our new franchise left tackle, Damon Rose out of Washington. 6'6", 315 pounds, 85 strength, hidden dev, A awareness, A pass block, power, and pass block finesse. He looks good. This may seem like a crazy trade. I'm straight up trading Kwity Paye for Josh Allen. I know it's significantly more cap room here. I want an X factor. I'm probably going to trade Josh Allen in the next season anyways. I need an edge rusher. Kwity Paye has not gotten me shit in sacks. So anyways, apart from that, let's get into the end of the draft. This is the team moving into year number 3. Our left tackle Rose is a 72 overall. Not much in the way of receivers, but again, we're evolving completely around Jonathan Taylor, even though I would like to get, again, Anthony Richardson involved. Josh Allen at the edge rusher position, got the specialist already worked out off camera, so that way you guys don't have to see me constantly adjust things. This is what we got. We're going to lose Chardavius Ward. Rodriguez is a 77 overall without the boost. So he was a good pick. Just no dev is really unfortunate. Team's crumbling because of age. I expected this to happen. Maybe we gut the entire team and restart for the continued rebuild. But anyways, we're an 85 overall. Let's move into the playoffs. 8 and 9 missed the playoffs. Ugh, dude. I'm switching. Oh, well, your defense is going to be bad now. The defense can be bad, okay? I'm switching. One bad year and you're switching? Yes, that's how adjustments work in the NFL. Did you not know that? But, yeah, going back to what I know, I'm going to need some receivers now. Anthony Richardson has a 99, but he's not an X factor because of our scheme. Coming off a loss to the Patriots, which would have put us in the playoffs. Frustrating. But Anthony Richardson, again, we were in a running scheme at the time. 5th best offense and the 9th best defense, and we missed the playoffs. Wow, Madden, so good. 3,700 yards, 18 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 99 pass rating. First time we haven't made the playoffs in a while. 22 touchdowns, 5.2 per carry, 1,600 yards, and we go 8-9 and miss the playoffs. Josh Downs, obviously. Running scheme. Defensively, JOK, 112 tackles for a loss, 12 for Josh Allen. Sacks, 16 for... This is exactly what I'm looking for. 8 sacks for Santiago. Perfect. W. He's improving. 3 interceptions for Chardavius Ward. Safeties, 1 for Santiago. Defensive touchdowns, 1 for Chardavius Ward. Hopefully Santiago gets a dev up. But that was exactly what I'm looking for Josh Allen. Let's move in to the offseason. Desmond Ridder on the Saints wins the Super Bowl MVP. Bryce Young wins back-to-back league MVPs here, and there are no awards here for the Indianapolis Colts. I think we have to get rid of the old players. Like, it has to be out with the old, in with the new. No more paying high contracts for veterans. We have to move on. But this is what we have for the team. Left tackle only has star dev. That's fine, though. Defensively... Josh Allen, we already knew he had X Factor. What am I talking about? Anyone else here that I should know about? Rodriguez doesn't get a dev up, which is unfortunate. Hammond is probably pretty old now. I picked him a while ago. He's only 26. He's played 5 years for us, so he was 21. Really nice to have a 21-year-old rookie. Anything else here? No? Nothing else? Cool. Anyways, apart from that, we are going to be moving into the re-signings. $50 million to spend. I want Junior Brock back. He's a franchise right guard for us. He has superstar dev, and it's a relatively cheap contract. He doesn't want to play. I can't believe I have to tag that. D'Angelo Mond, I'll do 4 years. He's not... Dude, that's so frustrating. I'm going to hit Junior Brock, and I'm going to hit both of these guys in free agency. JOK... I'm going to tag and trade. He's a 91 overall X Factor, but I want it, again, out with the old, in with the new. I'm going to accept the 5th-year option on Jesus Santiago. I forgot he was a first-round pick. Dom Sanders, he's 26. This is not a bad contract, very cheap. Did he just reject me? No, he didn't. Okay. Quentin Nelson, I can't tag and trade him. He doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want state income tax. Josh Allen, I just traded for you. I'll do 1 year, work down your contract as you go. He resigns. I'm going to find this DB and my right guard in free agency. JOK, I want to tag and trade. Quentin Nelson's just going to have to go, unfortunately, as good as he is. He's just going to have to walk. If nobody offers on him, I'll try to get him in free agency. Going to completely undercut this contract. Hopefully he does not accept this because I cannot afford to pay you $30 million a year. He wants to get paid as an edge rusher, which I don't like. So we're going to tag him, $5.8 million. Now, okay, so I'm going to go in free agency. Since I tagged him, I'm going to trade him away with his contract so that way I can afford to re-sign the players. Okay, I'm frustrating myself with my own process. Let's move into free agency. Seems like a crazy trade, but I'm trading away JOK and my first-round pick for this 28-year-old 99 overall left end who I'm going to move to right end. He's going to be a great pass rusher for us. He's only 28 years old, 99 overall. He's going to last a long time with us, and I'm going to try to get rid of all of my old players and trade them for picks. So we're going to be without a first-round pick this year, but that's fine. I got my DB and my right guard both back in free agency. Probably going to pick a receiver in with my second-round pick, and then I need to pick a new left guard to replace Quentin Nelson, so let's move into it. In the second round, I'm picking up a wide receiver, Trent Sampson out of NC State. Physical guy, 6'2", normal dev though, 91 speed, 91 acceleration. Not really the best class. He has F medium route, but B release, so he's all right. In the third round, picking up left guard Kyle Banfield out of Oklahoma, 6'4", 330 pounds, hidden dev, 86 strength, 82 jumping, 79 acceleration, very athletic. A's and B's across the board. He's going to be Quentin Nelson's replacement. Now, this is the team moving into the year 2031. Receivers aren't crazy. Hopefully, they can develop, though. Picked up Murray in the second round. Let's put him in the slot if he's there. Want to get him all the reps if I can. Hopefully, get him Rookie of the Year. X Factor D-line is great. Need some depth at DB for sure, but I didn't have a first-round pick. Second-round pick was kind of lackluster by me. Need some depth at defensive tackle as well. Would not be bad. 2 X Factor edge rushers ready to play. Santiago is not going to be starting this year, but it's fine. Year 2031. Let's move into the playoffs. 14-3 top the division, ranked number 1 across the board in all of my offensive schemes, even though I have a 32-year-old wide receiver and some rookie bums with no devs. AR, league MVP. Like, come on, show it to me. Dude, who is Scott Heron? He's top 5, not even top 3. Did he throw too many interceptions? Best offense in the NFL. Defensively, we're 6th. Nice. 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 118 pass rating, 4,400 yards. And then he also has another 4 rushing touchdowns, and he's not even top 3 for MVP. JT still getting fed very nicely. 22 touchdowns, 5.2 per carry, 1,600 yards. Josh Downs, 110 receptions, 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns. Hasn't had a season. I think that's his best season yet, this rebuild, because of our schemes. Andrew Murray, this is what I wanted. 7 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Hopefully he can get star dev. And then defensively, Alan Gilbert, the middle linebacker, 133 tackles for a loss, 26 for Josh Allen, sacks, 14.5 for Josh Allen, 12 for Armin Gardner, and then 12 for Jalen Carter. This is exactly what I wanted through my pass rush. This is what I've wanted the entire video. 2 interceptions for Chris Robinson and Nathan Rodriguez, and then safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns, 0. I still need a strong safety. Haven't had a good one since Julian Blackman, and he left the team 2 years ago. So let's see what we have for our first matchup. Don't be a division rival. Please don't be the Titans. Please don't be the Titans. Okay, 9-8 Cleveland Browns. They're an 86 overall team. They did have a Rookie of the Year QB. I'm assuming he's still their quarterback. We're going to lose. Okay, 31-24. That's just how Madden works. Let's move into the offseason. And the Browns go all the way to the Super Bowl, 21-17 as Jarek Bowman, we don't know who these guys are, wins Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson wins the league MVP. Jonathan Taylor, another offensive player of the year. And Andrew Murray wins Rookie of the Year. That's awesome to see. That's potentially superstar dev. I see plenty of normal devs jump to superstar. Happened with one of our receivers, Cam Christmas. We'll always remember Cam Christmas, baby. We'll always remember him. We love him forever. But anyways, I don't know if this video is as passionate as my Lions 20-year rebuild. That was a roller coaster of emotions. Been pretty simple now that we have X Factor, 99 Anthony Richardson. Murray has star dev. Josh Downs gets superstar dev. Kitchens, he's just going to stay there for now. He's going to stay in the kitchen. And then Josh Downs is 31, not 32. But still, he's a 95. Burgess is a superstar dev. O-line, very young. Don't have to pay him too much either. Anything else? No other upgrades? Actually, Hamilton here. Connor Hamilton out of University of South Florida. 25 years old, 75 overall. Not crazy. I need another DB. I need an actual strong safety with a dev. The one that I currently have, I picked him up in like the late second round. Wasn't that good. Let's move into the re-signings. For the players ready to negotiate, Armin Gardner. I just gave up so much for you. We're going to do 4 years. Yeah, let's do 4 years for Armin Gardner. We're going to do that. He's going to play until he's 34. Trayman Hopkins, you have superstar dev. There's no reason why I wouldn't want you here. And it's actually really cheap. He wants no state income tax. He does want to be here. I'm going to tag him. Alan Gilbert, he's already 27, but I'll pay him until he's 30. That's fine. And then Josh Downs, of course. I still want you back, even though I said out with the old, in with the new. You're our top receiver, and we don't have anything else. Doesn't want to play for us. I'll go look for you in free agency. Kevin Burgess, I'll do a 3-year deal, relatively cheap. He's going to resign. And then Shane Baher. Do I go to 32? I'll go to 31 with Shane Baher as my right tackle. Anything else? Marcus Kitchens, he's a 79, no. JT, I'm eventually going to have to find a replacement for him. I'll do 2 years with him. I'll re-sign that. I won't be able to re-sign. Dang, Now I won't be able to re-sign Josh Downs once I hit this tag. Do I tag Downs? I'm going to tag my future, which is Trayman Hopkins. Sorry, Josh Downs. It sucks. If I offered him a little bit more, we'd be able to keep him. God. Anyways, I need to invest in my future. Let's move into the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up strong safety Clayton Dupree out of UCLA. 88 speed, 90 acceleration. Kind of slow, but he's 6'2", 209. Hidden dev is the big thing. B man coverage, B awareness, C tackle. He's going to replace our current strong safety. Year number 10 for this rebuild is pretty crazy. We're going to put Murray here. Kitchens is here. I thought I didn't re-sign him. But this receiving core, I'm sorry, Anthony Richardson. It's so bad. I'm going to trade Robinson, Chris Robinson, hopefully for a receiver. Can I get a package for this? Ed Oliver, super old, aging Ed Oliver for basically nothing. We'll do Robinson, and can I drop a second-round pick for receiver? Does anyone want to give me a package for that? No, nobody wants to give me a package for that. I'm going to trade him for a 4. My second-round pick 2 years ago, gone for a 4th-round pick because I want my starting strong safety, who I just drafted, Dupree, to be there. Unfortunate that it has to happen that way, but it is what it is. So, yeah. Got all that. 87 overall team. I'm going to need to start trading some older players out with the old and with the new. I'm going to need some new receivers. How old is Anthony Richardson? He's only 30. That's a W. We are in year number 10, by the way. We are halfway through. I need to do this all in one sitting. This is going to be rough. Please make sure you like and or subscribe if you made it this far. I mean, you made it this far. Like, you've been watching me this long and you haven't subscribed. Like, let's be real. Come on. Here we are in the playoffs, 9-8, making the playoffs. And what's the problem? My defensive passing game sucks? Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. We're an 88 overall team. Going to lose to the Bills in the wild card round. Anthony Richardson, still having a good season. Top 10 QB for sure. 6th best offense. 23rd defense. Now it suddenly sucks again. That's just EA Sports. 3,900 yards, 34 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 111 passer rating. Jonathan Taylor, 9 touchdowns, 4.4 per carry, 1,200 yards. Gabe Rivera, slot wide receiver, 9 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. Andrew Murray with 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Marcus Kitchens has done nothing for us. Defensively, Alan Gilbert, 114 tackles for a loss, 22 for Armin Gardner, or is it Gardner or Gardner? I don't care. 8.5 sacks for him as well. Jalen Carter was 7. Jesus Santiago was 6. I guess we lost Josh Allen. I didn't even notice. Another 4 interception season. That happens quite often. 0 safeties, 1 defensive touchdown for Brian Brown, the dude who's been here, my very first draft pick of this series. Might trade him because out with the old and with the new. Let's see what we have against the Bills. 24-17 win, 15-2 Jaguars. This is a for sure loss. I don't see us going 9-8 all the way to the Super Bowl. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. I want to see who the Browns' new quarterback is because I know they moved on from Deshaun Watson. I just forgot the dude's name. He won a Rookie of the Year. Dwight Allen, that was not the same guy, but he has superstar dev. He's a 93 overall. He doesn't compare to our 99 overall superstar X Factor Anthony Richardson. It's like I'm comparing Pokemon here. Anyways, let's see if we can beat them to go to our 3rd Super Bowl. Here we are against the Browns. They're going to start out with 7, and we're going to respond with nothing. They're going to put another 7 on us, and we're going to finally put 7 on the board in the second quarter, then tie it up. Okay, not expecting to win this game at all, 21-21. As long as it's a tight game, I'll be cool with it. We're a 9-8 team, 31-28. Maybe the stat sheet doesn't show it all as our defense is showing out in this 4th quarter. 38-28, our 9-8 team is going to the Super Bowl. Anthony Richardson with a 4-touchdown game. Here to face the 15-2 Panthers, 13-4 Bills, then 15-2 Jags to the 15-2 Panthers. God. Bryce Young probably winning his 3rd MVP in a row. AR has yet to win an MVP. He's been snubbed. Same with Jonathan Taylor, but no upgrades. Rivera, I thought he would get one. Had the highest yards on the team for us, which is really scummy that he didn't. Defensively, anything else here? No. No other upgrades. Unfortunate, but surprising that we're here. I'm glad. I'm glad that we're here in the first place. Let's see if we can get our 3rd Super Bowl win in year number 10. Here we are against the Carolina Panthers. They're going to start out with 7. We're going to respond with a punt in their territory. Nice. It's 3-21. It's a blowout. I mean, I'm glad that we made it this far. It's okay, 3-point game. I mean, I know I'm already saying it's over, but it seems like it. Oh, my God. No way. Hold up. I have a chance. Oh, what? I was gonna say I have a chance to step in and win it, but they won it regardless. The 9-8 underdog Colts beat the 13-4 Bills. Yes, I'm as surprised as you are, Anthony Richardson. 13-4 Bills, 15-2 Jaguars, then 15-2 Panthers to win this Super Bowl. I feel bad for the safety that we just traded away. That's nuts, dude. Let's see who your Super Bowl MVP is. Anthony Richardson wins the Super Bowl MVP. Bryce Young wins his third MVP in a row. Would have been a perfect season, basically, if he won that Super Bowl. We prevented him from that. The 9-8 Colts, complete underdogs, win the Super Bowl. That's crazy. Someone has to retire for us. Yeah, it's going to be our defensive coordinator, Frank Reich. I didn't even know he was here. No wonder why our defense has been doing so bad. Anyways, apart from that, not looking at team salaries. I want to see not the team upgrades either. We've already seen the team upgrades. Apart from that, let's move into the re-signings. For the players ready to negotiate, Trayman Hopkins is here again. Very player-friendly deal. He actually resigns this time. Jesus Santiago, I kind of need... He's not too expensive. I'll do very player-friendly than 3 years. He re-signs on that. And then I want my center back. Let's do a four-year deal is fine. We'll do McMillan on a 4-year deal. Then Grant Phillips, he's 25. He doesn't want too much money. I'll do very player-friendly. He wants to play for a new team. Gerald Samuel. I kind of want to do a tag and trade on this one. So let's do very player-friendly, 1 year. See how that does. He re-signs on that. I'm going to tag Grant Phillips because he's young. He has star dev. I want him back. Nathan Rodriguez has done nothing. Marcus Kitchens, I don't even know how he's still here. Brian Brown, I think it's time for him to go, but I know I can get value out of him. So very player-friendly because he has interest with the team. So 1 year, Brian Brown, and one more player I'm going to get rid of as well. Gabe Rivera can move on. 18 million. I'm gonna tag. Do I tag him 20 million? I'm not. I'm gonna see if I can get him in free agency, and then I'm gonna trade those other players. But anyways, let's move into it. This may seem crazy, but the Falcons are offering an X Factor 24-year-old edge rusher, and I might have to trade Santiago's contract or just keep him as depth, or just move him to right outside linebacker, which could work because I'm trading Gerald Samuel, which he originally was a right outside linebacker, Brian Brown, and Jonathan Taylor. He's old. He's been doing great, but I really want this guy. He looks so sick. Could I remove Jonathan Taylor from this equation and go get that guy? Would that still be a possibility? That could be a possibility. Let's do left outside linebacker, and then see if we can get a third for this as well. That would be sick if we could. It's going to go through Gerald Samuel, Brian Brown for a 24-year-old X Factor edge rusher and a third-round pick as well. That's an amazing trade for us. I'm going to see if we can get that middle linebacker back in free agency as well. After free agency, we got J.C. Horn, the middle linebacker, back, and we got a Band-Aid, a superstar, 32-year-old, 77 overall free safety. Still going to draft a free safety, but he's going to be a Band-Aid just in case there isn't a good one there. Let's move into the draft. In the first round, picking up wide receiver Alex Mouton out of Miami, 6'1", 184, 92 speed, 97 acceleration is really good. Hidden dev, of course, A spec catch, A deep route, B catch in traffic, B release. And he was projected in the second round. He was definitely the best receiver on the board at the time at pick 32. He looks great. In the third round, I'm picking up wide receiver Elijah Kelly out of LSU, 6'2", 21 years old, hidden dev, 84 speed. Damn, you slow. But 96 jumping is crazy. F catching. I don't know how this dude has hidden dev. I just picked him because he had elite jumping. This is the team moving into the year 2033, I believe. New receivers, that's good. Offensive line, still good overall. Defensively, this is what we got. Looking great on the line with Langford coming off the edge. Looks very, very good. Townsend, of course, as I mentioned before, only a 1 year free safety for now because there wasn't any good free safety in this draft, which is exactly my worry. So I fixed that. Year 2033, year number 11. Let's move in to the playoffs. 16-1 top the division. My defensive passing game is 28th, even though, I guess my free safety is blowing coverage because I have J.C. Horn now. Anthony Richardson, please just give him an MVP. Finally, he gets one. God, he has 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, and now a league MVP. He is third in the NFL for offense and 13th best defense here. 4,500 yards, 40 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 122 pass rating, along with another 3 rushing touchdowns. JT still with 16 touchdowns, 4.8 per carry, 1,400 yards. I'm glad we kept him. I'm glad we were able to keep him in that trade, but he's 35, dude. He was an 86 last year. He's going to be like an 84. I need to trade for a new guy. I'll let him ride out his contract with us, but once it's over, he's done. I'm surprised he lasts this long. In real life, he would have been done at the age of 29. But right now, receiving-wise, Alex Mount with 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns, rookie receiver. Was this the guy from LSU? No, this is the guy from Miami. Then this is the guy from Auburn, 12 touchdowns. Andrew Murray with 1,100 yards. Then Elijah Kelly with the really bad speed from LSU, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Still a good rookie year. And then defensively, I mean, looks like we have a new receiving core for Anthony Richardson. Alan Gilbert, 123 tackles for a loss, 18 for Armin Gardner, and then sacks, 15 for Armin Gardner, 8.5 for Jared Longford, 6.5 for Jalen Carter. Longford is just getting started too. I think he's like 25 now. He has an X factor. So Clayton Dupree, 2 interceptions, along with LeAngelo Hammond. He should be pretty old now. Safety 0, defensive touchdown 0. So sorry for the free safety and the other right outside linebacker that I traded. But you guys got two Super Bowls last time. We're 16-1. You actually had 3, I think. Brian Brown had 3 because we went 9-8. Please tell me that we can beat a Steelers team that we're 7 overalls higher than, and we're 16-1. Thank you. 42-14, smoking them, here to face a much more challenging Broncos team who are 13-4. They're an 88 overall team. We're 91. Let's see if we can win. Here we are against the horse matchup. It's literally Broncos and Colts, so I guess if that's what you want to call it. Defense was holding strong. Our offense needs to do something more than just do field goals. Finally gets a touchdown there, 7-13, 10-13. Offense needs to put up points. The defense is doing well. 23-10. Just hold them, hold the ball. Nice stuff. 23-17 as we are going to the Super Bowl at 16-1. Our 4th Super Bowl appearance, hopefully going for our 4th Super Bowl win. Here to face the underdogs, the New York Giants, who are 9-7-1. Quarterback Austin Coles, star dev, 3,700 yards, 21 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Not a crazy season, but it's definitely not bad either with only 4 interceptions. But what do we have for the upgrades? Mount is a superstar dev. Kelly is a superstar dev. Whole new receiving core for Anthony Richardson. I'm sure he likes it. Andrew Murray as well is only 23 years old, and he's up to a 90 with the boost. Like, come on. He's got a whole new receiving core. Jonathan Taylor's an 88 right now. He's going to drop hard. Oh, my God. I'm dying. Been sitting in this chair too long doing a 20-year rebuild for 10,000 subscribers. I'm sure this video is going to get like 400 views as well. I can't wait. Anyways, no other upgrades. I'm going psycho right now. Let's see if we can get our 4th Super Bowl win in our 4th Super Bowl appearance. Here we are against the New York Giants as we're going to start out 7-0, okay? And then 10-0, 2-score lead, nice stuff. Underdog Giants are struggling in the rain here in Tampa, Florida, 24-0. Humiliation so far. Defensive shutout. Oh my gosh, shutout. The first ever, record-breaking. Not only does Anthony Richardson go 16-1, not only does he win the league MVP, not only does he probably win 4 Super Bowl MVPs in his career, but he also becomes the first ever team to shut out a team in the Super Bowl. No team has been shut out in the Super Bowl until now. Jonathan Taylor gets another ring. He's probably going to get another Super Bowl MVP here. Embarrassment for the underdogs, 83 yards, 0 touchdowns for the Giants quarterback. Like, not even interceptions either, but Jonathan Taylor with a touchdown as well. Let's see who your Super Bowl MVP is. Jonathan Taylor wins the Super Bowl MVP. That would have been perfect season for Anthony Richardson, but still, Anthony Richardson just went 16-1. He won the league MVP. He got a Super Bowl ring. He set a record in the Super Bowl with his Colts team being the first ever team to shut out another team in the Super Bowl. Alex Mount wins the Rookie of the Year. Buster Cherry, Coach of the Year. Like, this would be the perfect time to retire in my eyes. Even if you're like a 32-year-old QB, not 32 overall, 32-year-old QB, this would be an ideal time to retire, but not for me, of course. I want him to stay. And any Colts players, no Colts players retiring. Traylon Burks retires after 12 years. But in my opinion, even if I'm like 31, 32 as a quarterback, It may seem like he's in his prime right now. Like 32 years old, just had the best season you possibly could. You're a Super Bowl 100% Hall of Famer, 4-time Super Bowl winner, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, 1-time league MVP, 16-1 season. Definitely have a winning record over your career. You would probably retire at this point. But anyways, apart from that, just saying if it was me. Anyways, let's move into the re-signings. For the re-signings, $59 million to spend. Langford, we literally just spent so much on you. 7-year contract for you. He re-signs. Damon Rose, how much do you want? $15 million is so much, but it's a left tackle. That's why it costs so damn much. We'll do 5 years. We'll see how that works. Spread out his contract. Jalen Carter, I still want on this team. Do a 3-year, dude. I don't care how far you regress. You're going to be a baller. Connor Hamilton, he's already 27. He's not going to make it to like an 83 overall. Nathan Rodriguez has been all right. This dude's been depth. $3.7 million. Who is this dude? Oh, the free safety that's completely regressed into the ground. JT. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna tag and trade him. That's scummy. He's been amazing for us. He's an 83 overall. There's no point in re-signing him. I need to trade for a running back or do something. I have to do something because this cap is not going to do. Anyways, goodbye, Jonathan Taylor. You've been a total trooper for us. You've been a Super Bowl MVP as well. Can't re-sign you anymore, but let's move into the draft. Okay, this may seem like a lot, but I'm trading away my backup quarterback because the Commanders need a QB. My pick 32, third-round pick, a late 4th-round pick, for a 25-year-old superstar halfback, 87 overall from the Commanders. He looks great. Unfortunately, as sad as it is, we're moving on from Jonathan Taylor, even though he's been such a beast for us throughout the entirety of this rebuild. We're going to have to move on. And in the second round, I'm picking up free safety Salvador Diaz out of Mount Union. I feel like we're picking up a lot of Hispanic name. Rodriguez, Diaz, like there's a lot of stuff here. Hidden dev, 90 speed, 87 acceleration, B hit power, B zone coverage. He seems solid, especially for a late second round pick. This is the team after the draft. Anthony Richardson is regressing now. He's a 96 overall instead of a 99. But Henson over here, Michael Henson, 25 years old, out of Washington, goes to Washington DC. Now it moves to Indianapolis. But Lawrence is apparently a 76 overall fullback, 74 overall tight end that the AI picked up, which I actually need. I've been having a good rotation of tight ends throughout this rebuild. 90 overall team. Diaz is only 68 overall, which isn't good, but I'm just glad he has a dev. But overall, like the team, like what we have. Langford's an 88. So by the time Gardner leaves, we're going to have Langford rotate in perfectly. JC Horn still regressing. I'm going to need depth at DB after this season. Man, long rebuilds, long times. Anyways, I ain't feel like this in a long time. Playboy Cardi music, boys. But 2034. Let's move into the playoffs. 15-2, top of the division. The Jaguars, Titans, Texans all went 11-6. Who made it? Did we all make it? Colts, Jaguars, Titans, Texans. That might be a record. Most competitive division in history. All 4 teams in the division make it. 92 overall team. Pass defense still sucks. Stats and awards. So we have Anthony Richardson. That's going to be another league MVP. Show it to me. Really? All right. Best offense in the NFL. Defensively, what are we going to have? 13th best defense. 38 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, 123 pass rating, 4,300 yards. No rushing touchdowns. Okay, so let's compare these. Let's compare. It's like comparing dick sizes. Anyways, sorry, parents, if you're in the room. I swear I'm family friendly. Anyways, actually, we had more yards, 1 more interception, the same amount of touchdowns. No, he had 3 more touchdowns. 3 more touchdowns. We had 1 more interception. We had a better pass rating and over 100 more yards. It's debatable. I can see why they gave it to the Titans, but it's like, come on. Actually, we had 3 more interceptions. Never mind. He barely won it. If Anthony Richardson just had some more rushing touchdowns, it'd be a different story. Michael Henson, 19 touchdowns, 4.6 per carry, 1,400 yards. Great replacement for Jonathan Taylor. It's sad to say. If you made it this far, comment down below, RIP JT. But Elijah Kelly, 11 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Andrew Murray with 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Alex Moten, 6 touchdowns, 900 yards. Defensively, Alan Gilbert's 124 tackles, tackles for a loss, 11 for Jalen Carter. Sacks, 17 for Armin Gardner, but 10.5 for Jalen Carter, 10.5 for Jared Longford. Interceptions, 2 for Grant Phillips, and 2 for LeAngelo Hammond. I don't know why I always mispronounce it. They correctly pronounce it the next time. But 15-2. Let's see how we do. Rhymes. Spitting bars out here. You never know. You never know where we're going to go. Hey. Probably going to lose in the divisional round out. Oh. Playing divisional round Jacksonville O. Oh. Just rhyming O with O, dude. Anyways, I'm going psycho, as you can see, and we lose to the 7 seed. Nice. Let's move into the offseason. And the Lions beat the Titans in the Super Bowl. Aiden Hutchinson wins the Super Bowl MVP. Scott Heron wins the league MVP just by a little bit. Buster Cherry, back-to-back Coach of the Year here, and no other awards here. Titans got back-to-back Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year. Not back-to-back, but they got both of them. Let's see, we have AFC South. Brandon Ayuk finishes on the Texans. Jay finishes on the Vikings. Witherspoon versus Olave. Okay. Zay Flowers on the Commanders. Wow. I would cry as a Ravens fan. Anyways, AFC South. Ooh, J.C. Horn retires with us. Okay. Let's see what we have for the team upgrades. I am so tired. It's like 2 in the morning, bro. And I have so many more years. I have like 7 more years of this shit. Okay. I had to let that out. Anyways, Henson, Superstar X Factor. Mount, Kelly, Burgess, Superstar X Factor. Oh, well, you can do it in 2 separate recordings, Vic. No. Only one way to lose my sanity. That's what makes the videos emotional. If you guys have made it this far in the video and thought the video is boring, my insanity is gonna... I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna go psycho, dude. I'm gonna go psycho from playing this game for so long. It's so bad. Let's move into the re-signings. Players ready to negotiate. Anthony Richardson's contract is up. Dude, we can't put you in a warm weather state, brother. Oh my god. Oh no! Would it be cheaper just to tag this dude? I'm not paying you $70 million a year. I thought $51 million a year was bad. $70 million? Hell no, I'm not paying that. Outrageous. Outrageous. We're gonna do this. I can't put you in a warm weather state, and I'm not letting you leave. It's cheaper. It's $68 million to tag him. It's cheaper than $71 million. That's so outrageous. And I can't do anything to convince him that I can't do anything to convince him because he wants to play so badly for Miami. Oh my God. That's so awful. Andrew Murray needs to be re-signed. Just accept this 5-year contract. He re-signs. Clayton Dupree, I'll accept the 5th-year option. He doesn't want to be here. Kevin Burgess, since he has X Factor, let's do 2 years. Pipe down. Come on now. Kevin Burgess, 2 years. He resigns. My left guard, I would love to have back. Let's put him on a 5-year deal. That's a really cheap contract, actually. Alan Gilbert's, I'll do 1 more year with you, bud. That's all I'm doing. He resigns. Shane Baher, I need 2 more years. Let's do that. And then Dom Saunders, I'll do 1 more year. I'm going to trade all these players that I'm giving these 1-year contracts to. I'm going to tag Richardson. Dude, I'm trying to maintain him. $71 million is outrageous for a contract. Oh, well, inflation by 2034. There is no inflation in Madden, bud. Imagine if Madden, it calculated the economy as you went along. Dude, 9% inflation? BS, dude. Inflation's like 100%. It's double than what it used to be. Everything's double. $100 is the new 20. Let's move in. I don't know why I'm talking economics here. Anyways, let's move in to the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up defensive back Justin Barden out of Syracuse. 6'3", 184, hidden dev, 90 speed, 94 acceleration. A zone coverage is the reason why I picked him, and he's also 6'3". He's going to be in rotation with our current DBs. I think he'll be a good player. Year 2035, I'm going to label this year as insanity. Not because the team is insane. It's because I'm insane. Crazy? I've been once. They locked me in a facility. Shut up. See, I'm literally making arguments with myself at this point. I know there's going to be people who comment stupid shit. They always do. Anyways, defensively, Barden, 75 overall. He is not bad. Billups. Imagine being bored and your last name is Billups. I'm going psycho, bro. He's wearing 0. Billups with the pick. Billups, bro. Oh, it's not that funny, Vic. It's funny to me. It's funny to me. God, I need some type of Adderall or something. Anyways, 2036. Ugh, God. 10K subscribers for what, dude? Let's move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, 12-5 top the division. No more first-round buys, but hey, still a great team. And here to face the 10-7 Buffalo Bills. Stats and awards. Anthony Richardson. Give him league MVP. No, stop with the runner-up stuff, dude. Second best offense in the NFL. Defensively, 4th. Great year. 4,300 yards, 38 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Like, basically identical to the previous year. And then 115 passer. And my boy Wolf got a touchdown, which, why did you give it to him? Anthony Richardson could have got it and made MVP. Michael Henson, 15 touchdowns, 4.5 per carry, 1,200 yards. Imagine if this touchdown is what made the difference between his MVP. He's still going to be a Hall of Famer regardless. Andrew Murray, 12 touchdowns, 1,400 yards, 117 receptions is amazing. Alex Moten, 5 touchdowns, 939 yards. Elijah Kelly with 15 touchdowns is crazy. You better take him in fantasy. Alan Gilbert, 116 tackles for a loss, 20 for Jared Longford, sacks, 17 for Armin Gardner. It was an amazing trade to get him and Longford. I have to trade for edge rushers because apparently I can't draft them because I have to trade up for them. We always had like late round picks. I don't think, have we ever had, we didn't have a top 10 pick throughout this entire build. Not even a top 15. I think my earliest pick was 16, and that was the year I went like 8 and 9. Trayman Hopkins, 3 interceptions, safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns, 0. I just realized I'm going so off topic about so many things that don't matter. The insanity is building. Anyways, 2035. Let's see if we can beat the Bills in the wild card round. 35-7. Let's see if we can beat the 11-6 Dolphins. We are 4 overalls higher than them. Doesn't really seem to matter in Madden. 28-21 here to face the 86 overall Baltimore Ravens. Come on, dude. We're 6 overalls higher. Let's see if we can beat them. Here we are against the Ravens as it is going to be a 7-0 start for us. Took a while. I think that was the beginning of the second quarter that started. Do we have 4 Super Bowls? I don't know. I think we do. But maybe, yeah, we might be going on 5 if we win here. 10-10, 17-10 in the fourth quarter. And 17-10. We're going to our 5th Super Bowl, I think. I don't know. I've lost count. Here we are in our 5th Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks. Who do they have as their quarterback? I'm just interested to see real quick. They have Dwight Allen. What, didn't we play this guy on the Browns? He was, yes, this dude was on the Browns, and we beat the Browns in the Super Bowl. No, we beat them in the conference championship. I swear we played this dude in the conference championship. He was on the Browns for sure. Anyways, team upgrades. Murray is finally a superstar. He should have been a long time ago, but he is finally there. Defensively, what do we have? Hopkins goes up to superstar dev. That's awesome. Barden only has star dev. Diaz has star dev, but that was like last year, I think. I don't even know. Yeah, that was previous season. Just didn't even care. Anyways, apart from that, here to face the same quarterback we did many years ago in the Super Bowl. Here we are against the Seahawks. This is the 49ers stadium. I was about to say, I was like, this looks like a super futuristic stadium in the Super Bowl. 14-7, second quarter, 21-7 at halftime. Nice stuff. 28-7. Like, I don't even know how to react. Have we even lost a conference championship yet? I don't think so. Neither have we lost a Super Bowl yet. 28-14. Anthony Richardson gets his 5th Super Bowl ring, and he's starting to rival Tom Brady here. He's going to go for the 7 rings. Let's see if he can do it in the 20-year rebuild. Beating Dwight Allen again, making another sad day for him, but let's see who the Super Bowl MVP is. Anthony Richardson wins his 4th Super Bowl MVP and his 5th Super Bowl. Previous Super Bowl, it was Jonathan Taylor. Bryce Young, is that like his 4th league MVP in a row? No, not in a row, but Heron had one before him, the Titans quarterback. But still, amazing year for us, and he wins Offensive Player of the Year. 5 Super Bowl wins. It's already a successful rebuild. There's no need to debate this. 5 Super Bowl wins in 20 years would be good enough, but we're not even there in 20 years yet. I don't even know how far we're in. I haven't even counted. It's fine. I'm sure I'll let you know in the next episode whenever I count on my fingers off camera. Anyways, See what we have for the re-signings. Players ready to negotiate. Okay, so I can't afford to keep paying Anthony Richardson like over and over again, but I also can't afford to pay him $70 million. So I'm gonna give him this. He's gonna try to test free agency. I need Henson back. Mount I would like back. I need Gardner back. Angelo's old. Santiago's old. Gilbert's old. This is the first things first. Gardner needs to come back. 3-year deal. Let's see if he accepts it. He resigns. Mount, I would love to have back. That's actually a 5th-year option. That's perfect. Henson, you need to stay whether you like it or not. He resigns. That's perfect that he didn't reject that. Hammond, I want to tag and trade. Santiago, so I want to tag and trade, but I can't. Gilbert's, I'll just let walk. Let's do this, dude. Hammond is going to be more value because he's just a higher overall. Let's do 1 year for Hammond. Going to trade him. Going to tag Anthony Richardson. Oh my God, you're such an idiot for going negative $69 million in cap debt. Nice. But for those guys saying, oh, you're an idiot, I'm trying to maintain the team without paying Anthony Richardson $70 million and it biting me in the butt forever. So let's move into the draft. In the first round, picking up a right outside linebacker, Leslie Copper out of California. Normal def, 6'1", 87 speed, 89 acceleration, A pursuit, A play rec, A tackle, B awareness. Surprised this dude is a normal dev, but he still looks good. In the second round, picking up middle linebacker Zach Weaver out of LSU, 6'1", 240, 90 speed, hidden dev, 89 acceleration, B's across the board. He looks good. This is the team moving into year number 3. Offense looks the same. Defensively, Weaver's a 74 overall. I move Phillips to a left outside linebacker. Barden's here. Who is this? AI picked up an X Factor defensive tackle for me 2 years ago. Didn't even notice. 45 finesse moves. Nice. 84 strength. How is this dude an X Factor? That is the most mid, like below mid defensive tackle I've ever seen, but sure, I'll take it. Jalen Carter's dropped to an 89. I guess we have his replacement. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than that. That's just how it is, and I'm cool with it. 90 overall team, year 2036. Let's move into the playoffs. 15-2, top of the division, first round bye again. Anthony Richardson, league MVP. You're Hernan. Yeah, now you know how it feels to be runner-up. Screw you. Best offense in the NFL. Come on, defensively 13th. 4,600 yards, 41 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions is crazy. 130 pass rating is nuts as well. Henson, 26 touchdowns, 4.6 per carry, 1,500 yards, 343 attempts. God, this man is eating. Receiving-wise, Andrew Murray, 1,100 yards, 15 touchdowns. Alex Mounts, 8 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Elijah Kelly, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. And then Kevin Burgess, the tight end, 6 touchdowns, 900 yards. Very good rotation, very good ball distribution. It's crazy how we were able to rotate through elite running back to another elite running back. Left outside linebacker Earl Curry with the most tackles, 103 tackles for a loss, 16 for Jared Langford, sacks 10.5 for Jared Langford, 9.5 for Armin Gardner, interceptions 2 for Earl Curry, who might get a dev up, 0 safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns. 2036. Let's see what we have here. Divisional round. What are we going to get? It is, ooh, shit. I don't think that Patrick Mahomes plays for the Chiefs anymore in this simulation. I'm pretty sure I saw him on the Commanders and then he just retired. But we beat them 35-13. You're going to face the 12-5 Las Vegas Raiders. We're 5 overall higher, 2 AFC West teams. Can we beat them? We do. That was that was the conference championship. I thought that was the divisional round. I would have hopped in if I knew. Back-to-back Super Bowls here. Let's see if we can win both of them. Who do the Commanders have at QB? Imagine it's Dwight Allen. It's the same guy, just constantly rotating through teams, hoping to get his revenge. Anyways, this is the team we got. AR is up to a 99 with the boost. Anything else? Dude, this red defensive line. So crazy. Weaver's star. Curry gets up to star. Star linebacking core. Anyways, I, of course, didn't trade that DB because I was in negative cap room. I didn't really think that through. But, hey, he gets another Super Bowl ring now. Let's see what we have for the Washington Commanders. I originally meant to look at the QB first, but just my brain is not functioning. Gordon McCullough. I'm just stupid at pronouncing names. Wearing 19 as a quarterback. Blech. Awful, bruh. Terrible. Anyways, I'm not going to lose to a QB wearing number 19. Let's move into the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl, the Commanders are playing in the division rival stadium, the Dallas Cowboys stadium. That's in Arlington. But 14-14, nobody cares. 14-21, please don't let my first Super Bowl loss. Oh my God. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Absolutely not am I letting the AI screw the pooch for me. I'm not losing to a QB wearing number 19. 11 seconds left. Immediately throwing to the tight end. Going to take a timeout here. 8 seconds left. Murray should get open. They're not even pressed on him. Murray wide open in the end zone. Touchdown. I'm going to go for 2 here. I'm not going to let this QB beat me. I'm going for 2, and I'm going to finish this game, and I'm going to finish it right. We're going to run the exact same play on them. Are they going to press up? They will press. They learn their lesson. AR has the pro reads ability, but I'm still going to roll out with him because he has the speed. AR with the speed is going to finish the game. 29-28. Going to get his 6th Super Bowl ring to rival Tom Brady. Oh, Vic, the game isn't over yet, actually. That's what most of my commenters sound like whenever they dislike the video. If you like the video, that's not what you sound like. You're a god. 29-28. Not going to let some 19 quarterback beat me. AR, 6th Super Bowl ring, rivaling Tom Brady is crazy. Didn't think you'd be able to do that. Let's see who your Super Bowl MVP is. Your Super Bowl MVP is Anthony Richardson, getting his 5th Super Bowl MVP and getting his 2nd league MVP. Buster Cherry, I think that's his 3rd Coach of the Year now. It's at least 3 by now. And Chargers have a rookie. I completely forgot the Chargers were a team. The Chargers and Raiders game was going on tonight. Dude, the Chargers aren't shit with Herbert, bro. They are so bad. Let's see how the Colts are. Any retirements? We're going to have Jalen Carter. That gave me a heart attack. I thought it was Anthony Richardson when I saw the dreads. I was like, no. I was like, no. Why would you retire right before you're about to beat Tom Brady's record, even though I was encouraging him to retire in the earlier season? But let's see what we have. Buster Cherry is the greatest coach of all time. Unrivaled. 6 Super Bowls, 6 conference championship, 3 yearly awards, so I was right about that. Unrivaled. The next best is 15,000. Andy Reid, John Madden, pansy to the rest of these stats, bro. But let's look at all-time. Micah Parsons and Jonathan Taylor's behind Micah Parsons. Just barely behind him in the Hall of Fame. Anthony Richardson, I don't know how is he not the greatest of all time, bro? I mean, I guess 17 yearly awards for Jonathan Taylor. A lot of those were Offensive Player of the Year. 13 for AR. Bryce Young had a lot of MVPs. Not as many Super Bowls. There's no way you're saying Bryce Young's a better quarterback than AR. Yeah, he has more league MVPs. He doesn't compare to the Super Bowls he has. Doesn't compare. Doesn't come close. I would argue it's better than maybe Mahomes here. Mahomes has 2 Super Bowls, 2 conference championships. He has way more. It's a team effort. Yeah, it would be a team effort, except for the fact that without a QB, you wouldn't be there. So it's not really. Anyways, Micah Parsons is considered the greatest player of all time. It's crazy that EA doesn't even add the actual Hall of Famers in here with some legacy scores. Anyways, let's move into the re-signings. Elijah Kelly for the re-signings. I'm going to have to keep tagging people, bro. It's going to be so bad. Elijah Kelly re-signs. I'm not paying you $70 million a year. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I will tag you till the end of time. Clayton Dupree, I want back. Just not 6 years. Let's drop it. Let's chill out and go 4. Does that sound good? Increase your bonus just to make you a little bit happier. He resigns. Gonna just offer this to Anthony Richardson. Salary? Oh, okay, I was about to say, I was like, what? I was like, we don't have the salary cap? What do you mean we don't have the salary cap? We technically do. We just have to drop his contract. I should have just offered it in the first place so that way I don't have to do this. But it is what it is. Can't do anything about it now. So if you are seeing the video, comment down below. Anthony Richardson. 6 Super Bowls. Holy crap. And also comments asking how my sanity is. Don't do that because it's not a good answer. Anthony Richardson. He's not interested in signing. I don't care. Kevin Burgess, I'll let you walk. You're 32, even though you're an X Factor. Hammond, do I just sign him for another year and tag? I could do it. I could do it to him. I could hit him with it. 2 years for George McMillan. 2 more. Let's do that. Earl Curry, kind of old. Shane Baher can walk. This dude, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do 1 year and then tag Richardson. Oh my God, Vic, you're so dumb with the cap. You have no idea how to manage cap. Yeah, I don't know how to manage cap. I sure do know how to manage a Super Bowl winning team. So do I care? No. My team's a Super Bowl winning team, and I'm sure as hell not playing a single player $70 million a year. Let's move into the draft. In the first round, picking up defensive tackle Junior Street out of Georgia, 85 strength, 83 jumping, 80 speed, 300 pounds, 6'1", normal dev, but A play rec, A tackle, A finesse moves. He looked really good, but only normal dev. Here we are, year 2037, I think. And for those of you guys saying, oh, well, actually, Vic, you can't tag a player a certain number of times in real life or else their cap penalty goes up. Yeah, well, tell EA to make a correct and proper game, and whenever they do, I'll start playing by the rules. Would you imagine that? It's not like I'm going in and changing his overall and changing his age, but like, at the same time, it's like, I'm just exploiting the cap situation because this dude wants nothing else other than to be in a warm weather state, which is outrageous. I have to go from paying him $50 million a year, which I'm fine with, to $70 million because this dude doesn't want to live in Indianapolis. That's outrageous to do that. And then on top, like, you can't convince him in any other way. You can't be like, hey, you're super successful. You have 6 Super Bowl rings here. And he's like, I don't give a shit about the Super Bowl rings. I want to live in Miami. Like, that's the dumbest thing ever. Like, tell EA to make a proper game. And then whenever they make a proper game and allow you to not tag a player multiple times, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to not tag him multiple times. Whenever they make a proper game to where I can't tag him multiple times and to where he doesn't only want to live in Miami, then I'll play by the rules. But until then, you guys are going to be like, nah. Guess what? If you don't like it, go do your own 20-year Colts rebuild. Oh my God, Vic, you're starting beef with your commenters. You guys know who you are if you're those commenters that are super picky about everything. But if you're not and you're enjoying the video, thank you. I appreciate it. Give the video a thumbs up. We're going to continue. My split personalities are fighting against each other. It's like that meme, you know, where it's like, stay in the box. No, stay in the box. Ah! Like that. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, that's really awkward.
Stay in the box. No! Stay in the box. No! Get out of my skin!
But for the team, Street is a 72 overall. Losing Jalen Carter is a big deal. Gardner is regressing. Langford we still have. I think the total downfalls of this team is whenever Gardner leaves, unless I just trade for another one. Unless I trade for just another beast. Anyways, 3 superstar receivers for Anthony Richardson. And he's like, nah, I don't care about my receivers. I don't care about my rings. Nah, let's live in Miami. Nah. Anyways, let's move into the playoffs for 2037. Here we are in the offseason. Yes, we missed the playoffs because I forgot to record, but we missed the playoffs. We went 9-8. We won league MVP with Anthony Richardson, as you can see. We won league MVP and we missed the playoffs. That's how dumb Madden is. Like, we lose Jalen Carter, entire team sucks now. That's just how it works in Madden. It's so dumb. It's not like I have a league MVP and I'm missing the playoffs. You know how stupid that is? Bills win the Super Bowl, blow out the Giants, kind of like how we did. Johnny, weird way to spell Johnny. Okay. Johnny Huffman from the Bills wins the Super Bowl MVP, and there are no other awards here for the Colts other than, you know, we have the league MVP quarterback, but no playoffs. Like, I'll show you the stats. I just forgot to record. Best offense in the league, first, and then 31st defense. 42 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 24 pass rating with 4 rushing touchdowns. Henson, 18 touchdowns, 4.8 per carry, 1,400 yards. Andrew Murray, 1,400 yards, 14 TDs. And Elijah Kelly, 14 TDs and 1,200 yards. Our defense just sucks because we lose one player. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. And I'm never going to get over it. Anyways, this is the team that we have. Defensively, this is what we got. Oh my gosh. Gardner leaves too. Here's the problem. I can't trade for a new defensive end because if I trade for a new defensive end, that's wraps. Like that, I can't do anything because if I have to trade for a new, I don't know how to explain this. So we are a negative cap room. I'm confusing myself. We are a negative cap room, and I cannot trade for a player if we are in negative cap room. But I can also not trade for a player without getting rid of Anthony Richardson. But here's the problem. Anthony Richardson's an MVP quarterback. I can't get rid of him. So, X factor for Murray and Kelly. Very nice. I'm in such a bad predicament. Do I pay Anthony Richardson the $70 million and just let everyone else just walk? I might have to. That might have to what happen. Yeah, that might have to be what happens. Armin Gardner retires. He knows that this is the downtrend. Let's move into the re-signings. Lowry's good, but I think I am just gonna have to bite the bullet with this. I hate that I have to pay him this much. It's so bad. It's so bad that I have to pay him that much. Alex, we're gonna lose out on Trayman, we're gonna lose out on Lowry. He's not even gonna progress that hard, but Barden, I'm gonna miss out on. I need Lowry just because he has superstar X factor. We're gonna take that. We have $9 million left. Do I go with my free safety? He's cheaper than my DB, so I think I will go with that just because he's a cheaper contract. He doesn't want to sign? Does he want to sign? He did sign. Okay. I'm losing my third wide receiver, technically my number 2. I still have 2 X-Factor wide receivers. An X-Factor aging DB, but he's still a 90 overall X-Factor. Another DB, my superstar right guard, my tight end, my left outside linebacker, another I'm losing my entire secondary. Other than my safeties who are just average. Because of Anthony Richardson wants to be in Miami so bad. Anyways, apart from that, let's move into the draft. In the first round, trying to pick up an edge rusher, Dan Rhodes, normal dev. Speed rusher, 6'4", 256, 85 speed, 87 acceleration, A stamina, B pursuit, B finesse moves, B awareness. He looks good, but obviously not good enough. This is the team moving into the next year. Burgess is still here? I never re-signed this dude. I swear I did not re-sign him. I don't know. Oh, I guess the AI signed him in free agency, I guess. I guess nobody wanted him. It's crazy. New Kitchens, not Marcus Kitchens. New guy. Joe Kitchens. My bad. God. Joe Kitchens. I'm getting sick from being on here too long. Joe Kitchens, other than Marcus Kitchens, who was our previous bust receiver. Defense looks awful. Barden is 26. He's... I did not have a good draft. Rhodes, Lana Rhodes' son, has made it to the NFL. He's been picked on his entire life. Will probably get gangbanged like his mom. But anyways, this is the team we got. 84 overall, massive downhill. Massive downhill. Still have X factors all across the offense. 85 overall team. The downhill is here. Let's move into the playoffs. In the playoffs, 12-5, second in the division though. It's been a while since we were 9-8 last year with a better team. AR still easily a top 10 QB despite his age. Third best offense, 30th best defense, bro. I mean, it's bad now, but how is it better than last year? 4 interceptions, 33 touchdowns, 4,300 yards, 117 pass rating. Michael Henson, 13 touchdowns, 4.5 per carry, 1,200 yards, getting a lot less attempts. Andrew Murray, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards for Joe Kitchens, baby. 6 touchdowns. Kelly is doing nothing, but... Let's see what we have for the defense. Zach Weaver, 127 tackles for a loss, 13 for Dan Rhodes, the rookie with 8.5 sacks too. For a rookie, that's not bad. That's pretty good overall. And then Jared Longford with 12 sacks, interceptions, another 4 interception season, actually 5. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4. I know how to count, guys. Another 4 interception season. Most common thing in this rebuild so far. God, this feels like this should be the last year. But it's 2038, dude. Can we beat the Jets to move on to the divisional round? We do. 21-17. We're probably going to lose to the Jaguars. We've been getting smoked by them throughout the rebuilds. But we were able to bypass them in previous videos. But hey, you're going to face the 11-6 Miami Dolphins in the conference championship to hopefully... Bryce Young is here, dude. Bryce Young is on the Dolphins now? He was like, hey, Anthony Richardson, screw you. I'm going to Miami. I get the warm weather state. Anyways, let's move into it. Here we are against the Dolphins. Obviously, home field advantage. They start with 3. We're going to respond with 7. They're going to respond with 7 as well. We're going to respond with 7. Nice stuff. I'm just repeating myself. Anyways, third quarter, no points. And, okay, they get 7 there. And final drive. Do I do it? Key moments. We got a endgame drive. Third down alert. Okay, is the clock running is the question. It is not. First and 10. Let's see what we got here. Oh, RB should be open. RB's got him. The tutty, yes sir. Touchdown. I think we scored a little bit too early though, which is a bit worrying. So we're going to see how far they make it down the field on us. Okay, did they make it? I didn't even see there. We won. Okay, W. Nice stuff. 17-21. Screw you, Bryce Young. Anyways, let's move in to Anthony Richardson's 7th Super Bowl. The 7th Super Bowl to tie Tom Brady's rings. Can he do it here against the Seattle Seahawks? That would be nuts if he did. And what do we have? Dwight Allen. Dude. Was he here on the Did we play? We played him on the Browns? Did we play him on the Seahawks the last time we played him? This dude is haunting us. He goes team to team. He gets passed around more than Lana Rhodes, dude. Oh my god. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy how he keeps getting passed around from team to team. We keep facing him in the Super Bowl. Anything else here? No upgrades. Defensively, what do we have? Rhodes goes from a normal to a superstar dev. Lana Rhodes' kids goes from being pounded in the womb by multiple dudes because his mother is Lana Rhodes to now being on the field and being a superstar player. What a come-up story, or should I say come-out story, as he's being pushed out by Lana Rhodes and probably the other 50 dudes that have been in her. But anyways, apart from that, let's see what we have against the Seattle Seahawks to see if Anthony Richardson can get a 7th Super Bowl ring to tie Tom Brady. Here we are against the Seattle Seahawks. First quarter, Seahawks are going to score first. We're going to strike back with 7. Come on. In Miami, too, so Bryce Young would have had the home field advantage, but no siree. Anthony Richardson looks like he's going to get his 7th Super Bowl ring. He's on the way there, waiting for the timer to run out. 35-21. Anthony Richardson has 7 Super Bowl rings. How many Super Bowl MVPs does Tom Brady have? I don't know, but Anthony Richardson has 6 Super Bowl MVPs. Potentially, right now he has 5. We don't know who the Super Bowl MVP is. Anthony Richardson had 2 touchdowns. How many interceptions did he have? 0. So potentially, Dwight Allen loses again. Let's see who your Super Bowl MVP is. And no Super Bowl MVP for Anthony Richardson. Once again, his halfback takes it from him. Michael Henson this time instead of Jonathan Taylor. But Anthony Richardson, what's that? 3 league MVPs. He has 7 Super Bowl rings and 5 Super Bowl MVPs. He has to be the greatest quarterback of all time. This has to be it. Maybe Brady has more league MVPs. He might have 4. But if we win another Super Bowl, it's locks. It's not even a debate. He would be the greatest quarterback of all time. We still have time for it. We have 5 more years left. That can't be right. 5? I'm going to go psycho, dude. 5? Okay, let me do the math. It would end in 42. So this would be year 2038. We'd do that. 39, 40, 41, 42. I have 5 more years of this. I'm not doing 2 recordings. I'm like David Goggins. I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done. Anyways, Lana Rhodes' son is a superstar dev. We've already seen this. I don't know what I'm going through anymore. I'm going through delusions. So let's see the re-signings. Here we are for the re-signings. Justin Barden is here. Rose is, dude, $55 million. I'll re-sign Rose, 2-year deal. Increase his salary just a little bit. $35 million for a left tackle? No. Hold on. No, I'm not doing that. I'll just draft a new one. Barden re-signs him for a 3-year. Copper is it right outside. I already have to pay him. Oh, 5th-year option. We'll do a 5th-year option on Copper. Matthew Goodwell, no. Rick Wolf, baby. Rick Wolf. What an alpha male. Anyways, I'm not paying that much for a left tackle. I'm not paying $35 million. Absolutely not. Especially when he's going to start regressing. Let's move into the free agency. Didn't really like anything in free agency. So in the draft, Kai Richards out of Auburn, 6'1", 91 speed, 95 acceleration, was elite. Normal dev, B catching, B man coverage. He looks all right. Another new franchise left tackle for Anthony Richardson because I don't want to pay them. KJ Simpson, 6'4", 321, 87 strength. Hidden dev, A's across the board. He looks great. 2039. Anthony Richardson's a 91 overall. He's probably going to consider retirement soon. I want 1 more ring. Even though my entire O-line is completely deteriorated. Like, just 1 more, man. 1 more to push it over the edge. 84 overall team. isn't crazy, but we got Langford on the defense, and Rhodes is on the come up. This is all we need. This is all we need. How good is Kai? Kai is a 71. Ugh. My picks these past couple of drafts have not been good. I mean, Rhodes has actually been pretty good, so never mind. Anyways, let's move in to 2039 playoffs. 12-5, top of the division. I'm sure EA is just going to hang it over my head and be like, oh, you almost got 8. You almost got 8 rings, and they're just not going to give it to me. But blowing out the Texans, who are 6-11, here to face the 10-7 Titans. Always facing the division rivals is risky, especially in the playoffs. AR is another league MVP. Yeah. Tell me Heron's number 2. Nah, Heron. Where's Heron? Nowhere to be found. Bryce Young. He's not as good, is he? I have 50,000. Bryce Young has 46. Let's see this legacy difference. Buster Cherry, miles ahead. Anthony Richardson is the greatest player of all time, and he is not even done with his career yet. Anthony Richardson, 4,500 yards, 42 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 123 pass rating, amazing season. Michael Henson, 15 touchdowns, only 3.8 per carry, 1,100 yards. Okay, guess he's on the downtrend. Andrew Murray, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. Elijah Kelly, 11 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Joe Kitchens, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Henson isn't lasting nearly as long as JT has. Zach Weaver, 120 tackles for a loss, 20 for Dan Rhodes, sacks, 13 for Jared Longford, and Dan Rhodes has been doing really, really good. Lana Rhodes' son is pounding the defenses just like how people would pound his mom. Clayton Dupree, 3 interceptions, safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. But anyways, 2039, yes, you can hear the sound of my hands rubbing together. Dude, 2039. Titans game. Let's see what we got. We have a win, 35-21, divisional round against the Miami Dolphins. Pretty sure we're like the same overall here, but we win. 37-20, getting my hopes up here to face the 87 overall Cincinnati Bengals to move on to our 8th Super Bowl. Let's move into it. Here we are against the Cincinnati Bengals. 7-0 start for the Bengals. Come on. I've never wanted a Super Bowl more badly than this. Before I didn't care, and now the EA gods are going to look down on me and be like, nope, no Super Bowl for you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Okay, 3-score game. Ooh, hold up. End game drive. Don't choke this. They didn't get a touchdown? You were right there. How did you not get it? This is EA. This is EA doing this to me on purpose. They were right there. What happened? What happened? Oh my gosh. 4th quarter. I want to see what happened in the 4th quarter. Scoring summary. What happened? Can I see what happened? No? I want to see like the play-by-play view highlights. This is what's happening. Okay, Anthony Richardson pass to Joe Kitchens. Fumble. Really? Who fumbled the ball though? And he picked up for 30. They fumbled the ball in the red zone, and they screwed me. I could have done that. Let's move into the offseason. And Marquis Telfer, the defensive back for the Bengals, wins the Super Bowl MVP. We should have been there. Should have been us. We would have beat the living crap out of the Giants, too. Anthony Richardson wins the league MVP and the Offensive Player of the Year. Don't know how that works, but imagine like it's like, oh, MVP's a QB award. Guess what? It's the Offensive Player of the Year award too now. AFC South. No, Anthony Richardson, please don't do this to me. Thank you. Okay, Anthony Richardson. We have a chance here, man. We have a chance to do something here, to go all the way with it. Let's go. Come on. So he's an 88 overall without the boost. He's going down. We need him to win. That was the year to surpass Brady. Simpson has star dev. That's fine. And our tight end gets star dev. Gary. Who's my boy Gary? Back out. I don't want to see this. Who's my boy Gary? I want to see what this dude is. Chauncey Gary. Mexico State. Cool. Defensively, what do we have? Dupree, superstar dev. Rhodes goes up to X Factor already. That's a W on a Rhodes kid, really making an impact on these defenses. Anyways, let's move into year 2040 and the re-signings. For the re-signings, wide receiver Andrew Murray, you need to stay, man. Free agency, you have a high interest. Zach Weaver doesn't want to be here. I don't care. Stay here. And he wants to hit free agency. Come on, dude. Andrew Murray wants to be here. I'm going to tag Weaver and then try to get Murray in free agency. Let's just move into free agency here. Okay, I got Andrew Murray back on the exact same offer that I originally offered him, so I don't know why he made me do all that, but let's move into the draft. In the first round, dude, what is up with these DBs? Normal dev, 6'3" out of Southern Miss, 90 speed, 95 acceleration. He has elite acceleration, A-man coverage, B-zone coverage, B-press. Normal dev? What? Year number 18 for this team. Not exaggerating. O-line is garbage. We have so stacked at the receiver position. Anthony Richardson's hardcore regressing. I think this is his final year that he has to do it. I feel like last year was the most ideal. Langford's a 99. Like, what was the guy that I picked? He's not even up here because I have so much depth at DB from just bust pick DBs with no devs. That's so frustrating. So frustrating. Anyways, 85 overall team still. Anthony Richardson, 17 years in the league, 38 years old. There's no way he doesn't retire soon. And if he does, we don't have a rebuild. Like, there is no rebuild left to do. Seven Super Bowl wins. That's a W. Let's move into the playoffs. 12-5, top the division once again. No first round bye. Stats and awards. AR, downtrend is here. Third best offense still. Fifth best defense. 23 touchdowns to 11 interceptions, 97 passer. It's so sad to see him go down like this. 4,000 yards, though. Still not a horrible season. Michael Henson, 18 touchdowns, 4.0 per carry, 1,300 yards. Andrew Murray, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. Looking at it defensively, Zach Weaver, 100 tackles for a loss, 18 for Dan Rhodes, sacks, 13.5 for Jared Longford, 11 for Dan Rhodes, interceptions, 2 for Brandon Borden. Safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns is 1 for Clayton Dupree. Anyways, Anthony Richardson, it's now or never. And last year seemed like the ideal moment. Can you beat the Bills? Wild card round. It's going to be never. Sorry, bud. You're going to tie Tom Brady, but still an amazing career. Don't think he's going to I think he's going to retire. Let's move into the offseason. And the Bills win the Super Bowl 26-20. Tim Rayford, defensive back, wins the Super Bowl MVP. Jake McLeod wins the NFL MVP. And anything else here? No awards for the Colts. Man. What a ride it's been. This is coming to an end. AFC South. No way. Brock Purdy retires on the Texans. There's no way. Anthony Richardson. He's still kicking. And I need to re-sign him. He's still going. Okay. Interesting. He's still moving. And grooving here. Defensively, Copper gets superstar dev. Anything else? Borden has Barden and Borden. Interesting. Borden gets star dev. I need a left outside linebacker. Maybe another defensive tackle. Who is Spillman? A right end? Let's move this guy to defensive tackle. Why not? He's a 77 here. He's a 73 defensive end. So, sure, while we're here, why not just move him to defensive tackle since he's a 77 at this position? So I need a left outside linebacker. Need an entirely new offensive line, but I mainly might need a quarterback. But let's look at the re-signings. For the players ready to negotiate, Dan Rhodes, I'll accept that option. Zach Weaver, he didn't want to be here last time. Come on, just accept it, dude. Come on, dude. I want you to be here. God. Jared Langford, of course I want you back. Let's give you player-friendly contract, 3 years for the rest of the rebuild. Copper, I do want back as well. Please just resign. Thank you. He resigns. Clayton Dupree, let's give you more money. Let's drop it to 2 years, though. Increase the bonus to make you happy. He resigns. Walk from that. Henson, I want to tag and trade. Is Anthony Richardson not here? He is here. 87 overall. It's not 70 million. It's 50 million, which it shouldn't be. But I need to re-sign him. He resigns. Zach Weaver says no. Michael Henson, I want to just tag and trade, really. I want to trade for a new running back. I want to swap running backs and my first-round pick for a new one. He wants to hit free agency. I think I'm going to tag and trade Michael Henson. This guy's not bad. Since he wants to be here, it's a cheap contract. I'll keep him as a rotational. Anyone else with value? Kicker, punter. I guess I'll just draft a new kicker and punter. Actually, while I'm here, dude, it's like, why the hell not? Just keep them here so that way I don't have to worry about paying them, and they're stupid cheap as well, so I don't have to worry about, like, cap problems with them, so let's not worry about these stupid cap problems. Did he just say he's testing free agency? I gave you a 7-year contract. Okay, he's not. Anyways, Zach Weaver, you've been picky with me too long. Henson, I'm going to tag and trade you. Negative $2.6 million. Anyways, it's now time to move into the draft. In the first round, picking up middle linebacker Anton Bonner out of Ohio State. 6'3", 240, hit in dev, 90 speed, 91 acceleration, A awareness, B block shitting, B zone coverage, B pursuit. He looks great. In the second round, getting a center, Chase Cousins out of Boise State. 6'3", 309, hit in dev, 85 strength, 85 acceleration. Great skills across the board. In the third round, left outside linebacker Jeremy Nix out of Michigan, 6'1", 235, hit in dev, 89 speed, 88 acceleration, A zone coverage, B man coverage, B pursuits. He looks good. 2041, year number 19, boys. You better like the video if you've made it this far. Come on now. Henson, I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna trade. He's averaging less than 4 carry. I need a younger running back. Don't need a developed one. Perfect. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted here. Swap me your running back, please. No? Take my first and my second. Just swap me the running back, dude. What is it going to take? This is way too much value for this dude. Okay. Henson, super old, washed, and a first, a 2, and a 3 for Talbot or whatever. He's young. He has superstar dev. He's a 92 overall. That's what I want. Yeah, I traded away my entire draft stock for him, but it's not like we have any future. Second to last year anyways. We got Nix and Bonner here. Anyways, yeah, defense looks good, honestly. Really good. 85 overall team. Surprised we've been able to maintain it. If Anthony Richardson retires after this season, it's going to be sad because it's like I would like to have him all 20 years. Like if he's going to stay here this long, he might as well just go the full 20 years. But anyways, let's move into the playoffs. 17-0. How is it possible? Anthony Richardson, like the media is probably like, oh, it's your biggest down year of your entire career, Anthony Richardson. You should retire. And he's like, nah, I'm going to do my own thing. 17-0, bro. That's nuts. This dude is a 4-time MVP. I think maybe a 5-time MVP, 5-time Super Bowl champion, 7 Super Bowl rings, 17-0 season. Shut out the Giants in the Super Bowl. First and only team to do that. League MVP. 6-time league MVP. My bad. No, 5-time league MVP. 5-time Super Bowl MVP. Best offense in the NFL. Defensively, we are 4th. 4,600 yards, 45 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 125 passer rating. Talbot, or whatever, 19 touchdowns, 4.4 per carry, and 1,400 yards, 331 attempts, my God. Andrew Murray, 117 receptions. Kelly with 103 receptions, 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns for Kelly, 1,300 yards. Completely opened up that offense, that trade, but we don't have a first, second, or a third round pick. Anton Bonner with 110 tackles for a loss, 15 for Dan Rhodes, sacks 16 for Jared Longford, and 13.5 for Dan Rhodes. Interceptions 3 for Justin Barden, and 3 for Salvador Diaz. But anyways, safeties 1 for Antonio Spillman, our second string, our converted defensive end to defensive tackle. Seems pretty good. Let's see what we have here for our divisional round. If we lose 17-0 in the divisional round, I'm going to be real upset. Oh, why don't you hop in, Vic? Because I don't hop in for these. Please, just give me this one, EA. No, dude. 17-0. 17-0. God, man. That's how it has to end? That's so disappointing. Let's move into the offseason. And the Broncos win the Super Bowl. Jordan Snow, halfback, wins the Super Bowl MVP. Anthony Richardson wins league MVP. Buster Cherry, coach of the year. Man, 17-0 league MVP. That was the year to do it. And the Broncos take it all. AFC South, Anthony Richardson retires on the final year. Guess what? I don't have a first, second, or a third round pick. What am I going to do? Oh my God. What am I going to do? Maybe a free agency player? Morgan. What about Jeremiah Morgan out of Texas A&M? 6'5", nuke of an arm. Really stupid because he has no awareness. Complete opposite of Anthony Richardson. Let's see what he can do, or if we can get a free agency quarterback. If there's not a quarterback that's a 85 plus overall in free agency, we're going to rock out with Jeremiah Morgan for the final year. Anthony Richardson, Hall of Fame quarterback. It's greatest quarterback of all time. Greatest quarterback of all time. Buster Cherry's the greatest coach of all time. By miles. Miles. 28 awards. Micah Parsons has one, but he doesn't have the Super Bowls. Miles, best player, greatest player of all time, is easily Anthony Richardson. One final year without him. Let's see how we do and move into the re-signings. Elijah Kelly for the re-signings, sure. Just take the money. I don't have to pay a quarterback anymore. Joe Kitchens, just take the money. I don't have to pay a quarterback anymore. Brandon Borden, take the money. Just take the money, dude. Just take it all. Justin Borden, take the money. And this guy, I don't know. He's rotational. This guy, sure. Armin Bruce, he was a first-round pick for us, I think. Kai Richards was a first-round pick. No. $23 million. I'm going to see if there's a quarterback there we're taking. If not, Jeremiah, why not? We'll give him a chance. Let's see what we have. CJ Stroud is in free agency at a 79 overall superstar X Factor. No. I'm going to rock out with Jeremiah and see how my boy Jeremiah can do. And we don't have any draft picks, so let's move into the next season. This is the team moving into 2042, the 20th and final season. Dog, it's almost 4 a.m. Please like and subscribe. Anyways, really good team around Jeremiah Morgan. He's got a nuke for an arm, wearing number 15, Anthony Richardson's college number. And Anthony Richardson's NFL number is obviously number 5. But man, what a team. What a run. And it's not even close. It's not even close. Buster Cherry is the greatest head coach of all time. Way ahead. Miles ahead of Andy Reid. 16,000 legacy score ahead. Anthony Richardson miles ahead of Micah Parsons. Jonathan Taylor to a number 2. Like maybe if he stayed with us the next season, I don't know if we would have made the Super Bowl that year, but he would have been pushed above Micah Parsons. He's just below him. But yeah, JT, very good career for him. Anthony Richardson's the greatest quarterback of all time in Madden. But Jeremiah Morgan, can you at least lead us to a playoff run? Let's see how it goes in the 20th and final season. 4-13 is how we're gonna end it. Jeremiah Morgan blows. He is so bad. That's fifth in passing yards, 14th best offense. The defense sold. 16 interceptions. I don't need to look at anything else. I don't care. Anthony Richardson's the greatest quarterback of all time. 7 Super Bowl appearances. It could have been 8 if that fumble against the Bengals didn't happen. If I hopped in, it could have been 8. What could have been, it's still not a debate. Anthony Richardson's the greatest quarterback of all time according to the simulation. But finally, it's over. Finally. Thank you guys all for watching, and of course, thank you for 10,000 subscribers. 500 likes, and I'll do a 30-year rebuild. I don't know if I can make it through that, but let me know. And appreciate you guys all for watching this long. If you did, let me know down in the comments below if you actually made it all the way through this video. I highly doubt any of you did, but apart from that, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.